What's going on, guys? I'm Jeff, the Yoshi Fanatic, and welcome to part 11 of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Guys, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you! I've missed you! How are all of you guys doing? How has your couple of weeks been? Welcome to Neil, Blues Cat, J to the P Moreno, J Dog McFly, and Yoshi Daffy Duck. How are you guys doing? Alright, so in the last stream, I never thought I'd say it, but I'm actually ahead of Jeff for once in this game, says JP. I think that 2 weeks definitely helped you out. I'm glad though, because that means that you won't have to worry about any spoilers. And you can stay as long as you'd like. I'm doing nicely and my week was good, says Blues Cat. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, for anyone here in the US, how was your 4th of July? Our 4th of July was very good. We got to spend some time in Canada at Sky's grandparents' lake house. That was a good time. We had a lot of fun. But getting back into the country was a pain. The process itself wasn't bad, but it was a 2-hour wait just to get back into the country. That line was crazy. Alright, anyway. Last stream, we finished up Chapter 9. And then we started both chapters 11 and 12, that being Mr. E's Special Studies, or Special Studies and Mr. E's Challenges. And yeah, we're going to continue on that trek. I think we should be able to clear chapters 11 and 12 this evening. I don't know about 100% complete, but we might be able to do that. Not sure. But we took out 2 of the levels in Special Studies and 3 of Mr. E's challenges. I think that we're going to start with Chapter 11, polish that off, and we'll wrap up with Chapter 12. I wasn't as big of a fan of the Chapter 11 levels that I've played so far. Hopefully the other ones will have a little bit more interesting stuff going on for me. And Chapter 12, I've had a blast with all 3, so yeah, that'll be sure to end the stream on a high note. That grasshopper one was a doozy to finish. Would you say it was the hardest out of the 6? If so, then I've already taken out the most difficult one. Alright, well, first, let's get our amiibo fortunes. Yes, I would like you to read an amiibo for me, please. Thank you. Oh, pussy? Ow. We can't start on that. We can't. We simply cannot. That's not allowed. Well, some days are simply like that. No, today shall not be just like that, Mr. E. It shall not be. What sort of luck will we have today? Better be better than bad. Hey, that's better than bad. I'll take that. Oh, what good luck! I may need that. Fortune will favor you today, it seems. Our exploration should go swimmingly. Alright, well, let's hope so. On to Chapter 11, Special Studies. There's Sneaky Hide and Seek, Merry Music Festival, oh boy. All-terrain race, and a perilous passage. Weird thing about this game is that Poochie isn't in it at all. At least Mr. E accepts his amiibo. That's wild. I didn't even realize that. Huh. That's interesting. That wouldn't make it the only Yoshi game without Poochie. I believe that Topsy Turvy did not have Poochie in it. Are there any others? I think that Poochie's been in all the other ones. Was he in DS? I don't remember. Anyway. Poochie should have been in Mario Kart World. Yeah, he should have been. Honestly, if a cow could have been in Mario Kart World, Poochie should have been. You know what? I shouldn't be such a downer. I've been noticing that you've been actively trying to ask me how I've been introspectively every time I've joined. I appreciate you checking on me. I know I've been well stressed out about many things and not talking a lot. Yeah, that's okay, J-Dog. I get that you're going through a lot of stressors right now. I do hope that this stream helps you relax a little bit, though. Island DS didn't have Poochie. Well, there you go! I wasn't misremembering. We met a few creatures throughout my pages that are skilled at staying hidden, remember? Well, I've gathered those sneaky creatures here for a special game of hide and seek. Oh boy. Sneaky hide and seek. Who will be found? Who will stay hidden? None will be left hidden. I must admit, I'm excited to observe this one. What do you say? Ready for a friendly game? Wait a minute, I want to change my Yoshi first. We played as Yoshi for quite a while last stream, so let's switch to, yeah, why not? Red Yoshi. Return to pages. Let's go. I've played the rest of Chapter 11. They outclassed the first level for sure. Oh, good. That first level, I don't want to say it sucked, but it wasn't particularly fun. At least for me, it wasn't. Search for some hard-to-find creatures and clever hiding spots. We'll see about that. Mr. E. DT! Yeah. PD Army. You don't look well, Mr. Flowey. It's very time-consuming and vague at points, says JP. Agreed. First one found. Yo-ho! Second one found. Fascinating resourcefulness. Whoa! Found another one. See ya. He blowed up. You know what? Let's stick with this guy for a bit. Yeah, you were hiding in a silly area. You weren't even hiding. You were just hanging out in the water. Found one. They're all quite They are not all quite clever. That wasn't that clever. I got that one fairly easily. It doesn't seem that that's gonna be anything I should be worried about. The translations, dude. Hi! LP, hello! Welcome to the stream! Aha! You cannot escape me. I am the best at hide and seek. Oh. Still got the flower. Flowey. Flowey, he is called Flowey! It's been 2 weeks, so I forgot. Are there any more flowers for me to bloom here? Finally, I am awake! This! Says LP. Oh. Yes, this! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you're awake and hopefully doing well. Well, hello there, Mr. Shy Guy. You found the sixth one. They're hiding in such unique ways. You know what? I appreciate that. You can't hide from me that way. Seventh one found. Is there anywhere you have yet to check? I mean, yes. Yeah, aside from my nightmare sped up college composition 2 class right now, I've been trying to find the sparse times I have to work on art things. Been making good developments on reptile characters slowly. I'm very glad you enjoyed Harold's backstory, and I hope I made you appreciate him more. Oh, absolutely, J-Dog. It's always nice to get a little bit more info on the various characters. And that was one heck of a backstory. Currently cooling off my apartment because it's 5 AM and it's the only time this is ever going to be possible. It's been quite hot over there lately, hasn't it? I was watching a Mr. Who's the Boss video from like yesterday or the day before, and he said it had gotten up to 38 degrees Celsius in the UK, which translates to 100 degrees in Fahrenheit. So, yeah, that's quite hot. Hello. It's been pretty hot over here also, but not as hot as all that. Hee. We're getting close here, we're getting close. We hit 41 degrees Celsius, how about 106 degrees Fahrenheit? Sheesh! Sheesh! That's wild. Okay, timid lad's found. Dude, there isn't even a set background in the stage. He's gotten la 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 lazy! I mean, it is his special studies. We'll give him a pass here. This is more like intended for, well, I guess the whole game is intended for mostly his notes, isn't it? Alright, well, I do want to, break open that, that rock here. And that wasn't anything. Never in a Yoshi game have I been hesitant to eat Shy Guys until this game. Oh, I know! They're so cute, and like I love that they're the only like civilized species. Excuse me. The only civilized species that are in this game. That's fantastic. Hang on. Oh, there's something here. How do I? Oh, I didn't realize I had a pepper. Huh. I wonder if he could help me find the critters. No, he's not really interested in looking around at these characters, is he? Did I just eat the Shy Guy? I'm sorry. Oh, I ate another one. Yeah, they respawn, it's fine. Huh. What's up? I got Red Dead 2 and I'm doing an Earthbound Jeff only challenge. Nice, I can get behind that challenge. Sounds like fun. I hope that you have a good time with that. Let's try spraying him out of there. And AC isn't really a thing over here. Gotta rely on good old building construction materials. I'm so glad my building is made of limestone. Yeah, that's, you know, our buildings are made out of, you know, gypsum and plaster. Primarily. And the windows nowadays are not so, thoughtfully laid out in such a way where air can naturally just go through the home through large windows with a cross breeze. They're not thoughtfully designed that way anymore. Instead, we do have to rely mostly on AC. And that's not a good feeling. I don't like that. We have been running our ACs pretty extensively as of late. Sad to say. Thankfully now Wash Squash is in a level without kazoos. Oh, finally. I did not like the music in that level at all. It made me so sad. Okay, I don't know if Mr. Boingy Boing is gonna be able to help me out of here, but I'm gonna try. Hi, Mr. Boingy Boing. Nope. Huh. I spit you from my mouth. Wait a minute. Hang on. Well, let's try and grab another one of the explodey guys. I always forget what they're called. But there were a lot of rocks that I want to explode. And I look forward to fighting through deep darkness. Sarcasm. You know, I have yet to play any Earthbound games. And I don't know if I'm necessarily missing out or not. Oh, there's one. What's up? Wow. Wait a minute. That might mean that there's some critters hanging out. That might mean that there's some critters hanging out and like within the dirt and stuff. Yeah, he was hiding like in plain sight. That was actually pretty clever. If you like RPGs, Earthbound is a must play. I don't really care that much for RPGs, if I'm honest. RPGs are not a Jeff's favorite, which is ironic because that game features a Jeff. Wait a minute. What if I break open the chestnuts? I found a Fluffin' Puffin. 11th one found. Are there any spots you may have overlooked? Potentially. Where did he go? Wait, come here. I'm not done with you yet. Come here. Let's see. Honestly, this one level with bad, or that one bad level with bad music is so easily fixable. If the kazoo was any other instrument, it would have been really good. That break in the middle of the song without it is so nice. Yeah, true. That I feel that way about the new island music, to be honest. It's wacky and complete nightmare fuel. I don't know if I would like that then. Not exactly sure. I keep losing my my boomerang. Come here. Not done with you yet. Alright, let's ask mystery. You've found almost all of them. Leave no stone unturned. Better yet, try altering the terrain. Altering the terrain, you say? I mean, have I not been doing that with my boomerang dude here? My sluggerang? Yeah, let's chop down all the leaves and see if that does anything for me. We're going to try that. Yes, we are. What's the new hearts display? Oh, the new hearts display? It's basically the same as the other one, but instead of each heart being 1 hit point, each heart is now 2 hit points. If it's smaller, it's 1. If it's big and half shaded in, it's 2. It's kind of like, well, kind of sort of like the Legend of Zelda heart system. Although the Legend of Zelda heart system is made out of, like, 4th hearts and all that. But yeah, it's a closer idea. Wait, can you move? I see one under the... I see one under you! I'm gonna have to let him go for now. No! I wanted that pepper! Give it to Mr. Songbird. There we go. How do I wake him up? Do I need another pepper? Is that what I need? Do I need to throw Mr. Sluggerang at him? That's a little bit frustrating. I found him, but I don't know how to wake him up. I missed so much new UI! It's not that new. How do I wake him? I'm not too into RPGs either. The Mario RPGs are the exception, unsurprisingly. I like how approachable they are. Yeah, I'm in the same exact boat. Those are pretty much the only RPGs I actively care about. Should we try giving him an apple? I thought that's how they, like... I thought that's how that they calm down. And you can meet Mr. Saturn! Ah, yes, the goat himself. No, stop eating that, you! Hidden Hills took place entirely on a literal decorated window pane. I don't want to hear excuses. Do better, Mr. E. Be like Crafted World and its 90s synth special world. That's fair enough. Alright, yeah, my goodness, I almost forgot all about Hidden Hills. So, did your opinion on the game change past the honeymoon period? I don't think that it really has. No, I don't... I don't know that it has, no. I want to say that I still like it just as much as I did right after the whole, like, excitement over Chapter 10. With the, hang on. How do I wake that guy up? Anyway, what was I gonna say? I guess I was trying to say that I think I was just as excited about the game after Chapter 10 as I am, like, throughout the rest of the game. I don't think I've really come down from that high yet. I'm still, like, really into the whole idea of the lore implications this game has. There's a lot of good stuff. Now, I really do enjoy the exploration, and I don't know, like, man, I just really like this game. I do worry that it's like Mario Wonder. I do worry that it's going to suffer somewhat from repeat playthroughs. Okay. Jeff, I don't think it has. Yoshi, happy noises. Yeah, I guess that's it. Hooray. Man, I did a really bad job explaining that. I think that, like, I was super hyped after the end of Chapter 10 with all the story implications and there actually being lore, and with what happened with Kamek. Yeah, I absolutely was hyped over that stream. But I don't think that I dislike the game any more now than I did right after that. The honeymoon period I do think has ended. I'm not as excited to come back and play this every week now, but I'm still having a good time. I still like it a lot. I still very much see this game's strengths, and I think now more than ever, I think this game is super underappreciated, and I think it deserves a lot more credit. So, yeah, if that answers your question about if what I think of it after the honeymoon period, well, there you go. I'm pretty surprised how long this playthrough has been going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna 100% complete it. And that takes a long time, it turns out. Some of those creatures are exceptionally skilled at hiding, don't you agree? I suppose staying hidden is the key to survival for more than a few of them. True. Absolutely true. Oh, that's such a cute expression. He's like, hey! Oh, found 4 sneaky creatures. I found a lot of sneaky creatures. I found all of them. All of the sneaky creatures I did find. Blubberang found. Found every sneaky creature. I done it. Nice. Vincent says, oh, I'm sorry, I never properly welcomed you to the stream, Vincent. Welcome. I'm a big RPG fan. My favorite gaming stories are from RPGs. Final Fantasy VI, Undertale, for example. Oh yeah, RPGs are well known for being heavy in the story department, so I can't blame you there. JP says, watch the next 3D Mario also have some crazy reveal. Something like Wart was trapped inside Toad's dream for 30 years and finally escapes as the final boss or something. I'd be up for that. Or have some, like, sort of crazy callback to Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Or you guys know what ideas I have as far as, like, King Wart is concerned. J-Dog says, do you know where you'd stack this with the other Yoshi games? You don't need to tell me. Obviously, New Island isn't included in this list since it's such a legendary tier installment above all the others. Yeah, obviously. No, I think that this definitely ranks above Yoshi's Crafted World for me. I am considering sliding Yoshi's Crafted World down a slot, sliding Yoshi's Island DS up in its place, and putting Mysterious Book above DS, but still below Woolly World and Yoshi's Island. I think I just really treasure the Yoshi's Island formula, and both Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Woolly World do that so well, and there's not really any super weak points of either of those games. I think both of them have pretty universal appeal. I think Yoshi's Island more so, but this one I can definitely see the pitfalls. I can definitely see why not a lot of people really appreciate the game the way I think they ought to. The gameplay is super unique, and it's not really for everyone. It's for the inquisitive mind and the completionist sort. So more than other Yoshi games, I do think that this one caters to young players and the completionists more staunchly than other Yoshi games do. And because of that, the gap kind of widens. This game kind of exacerbates the whole Yoshi games are made for children sort of dilemma. If you don't look below the surface level, I suppose. Which a lot of people don't. A lot of people haven't really given this game the time of day. So, yeah. So it's a Yoshi story again, in a sense. I guess you could say that. Yes. I suppose you could say that. I don't think I personally want to get this game because it's just not the type of game I'm looking for right now. I'm more action platformer. Yeah, exactly. Like, it appeals to a more niche category than the rest of the Yoshi games do. Takes place in a book, has a unique formula, misunderstood. I agree with that. Yes. I think it's actually more misunderstood than Yoshi's Story is. Because Yoshi's Story really only appeals to you if, like, you're a young player, you're a completionist, or you don't mind an easy romp. The biggest thing that people misunderstand is the fact that challenge is present in the game if you're a completionist sort of guy. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, I think it has a lot to offer, like, big Yoshi fans or big Mario fans. There's a lot of lore implications here, and I think that that sort of thing is great for just Mario fans and Yoshi fans in general. But the gameplay itself, which, don't forget, this is a video game, the gameplay is what mostly drives an audience to be interested, myself included. The gameplay I don't think appeals to as many people as the rest of the series does. Strange, cozy puzzle game. Yes. Alright, well, let's move on to Merry Music Festival. We've gathered a group of music makers here, so they can all make music together. Sounds good, let's do it. We've researched many music-creating creatures in multiple different habitats thus far. I've brought them all here to perform together as an ensemble. Get ready for cross-creature orchestration! I don't look forward to whatever discoveries I have to pull off here. So something like Cavern of Dreams. I have no idea what that is. It sounds like it would be an indie game, and I assume like an RPG since you're bringing it up. If you drown Mr. E in the ocean, does the Yoshi currently in one of the book's stages die from the page getting wet and ripping apart? That's a good question. I don't know how Mr. E would handle, water. Seems the creatures are queued up and ready to start the show. On with the performance. This is fantastic. That was fantastic. I say, top-notch performance. Bravo. Hang on. Oh, this is cool. Yoshi's music when. Okay. So what more do I have to do here? That crap brave seems to be able to play anything it's given, doesn't it? Where did I throw him? Where did he go? Oopsie. So I don't really understand what else I'm supposed to do here. I don't even want to say anything because it's too fun. Yoshi's Island and Yoshi's Story music. I thought I recognized the Yoshi's Story music in there. Wait, which one from Story is this? I'm sorry? This sounds more like Super Mario World to me. Not like the main melody, but like the background instruments. It's the overworld theme from Yoshi's Story. The crab guy isn't here, so he can't hear it as well. Yeah, where did he go? I threw him off the stage, I guess. Let's start over. Yeah, this is kind of what I was worried about with this stage. Like, neat, says Blues Cat. This is kind of what I was worried about with the stage, though. Like, that was really pleasant, and I love the throwback. But, what else am I supposed to do in this level? Fun fact, this is the first time the athletic theme has reappeared in an actual Yoshi game. Wait, really? Wow. I guess I hadn't realized that. Oh, nice. That's really nice. I guess let's just keep this good thing going, huh? Be able to play anything it's given, doesn't it? Jeff, have you forgotten I'm a Mega Man fan? I guess I did forget that fact. I'm sorry. So how long do I have to play this for? Or do I have to keep playing it? Super nice. Why don't I catch up on some comments? Nope, not an RPG. It's a collectathon platformer. Ooh, that sounds like it's my speed. A very relaxing yet short collection. I do like that as well. This game has so many musical elements. It is nice, and most of the music is actually pretty nice in this game. Instead of just Smash fun fact, this is the first time the athletic theme has reappeared in an actual Yoshi game, instead of just Smash or Mario Kart. I had such a big smile when I first heard this, and the Yoshi Story theme was a cool surprise. Good to know the story still gets love to this day. Absolutely. I agree. I do feel like Yoshi Story is also one of the more underappreciated games. The Yoshi series rarely uses past music. Only exception until now was the music box theme from Yoshi's Island. Ah, true. Yes, in Yoshi's New Island. I absolutely love Yoshi's story, says Blues Cat. Yes, I do know that you've made it a habit to play the game at least once a week on Friday nights. Which is actually pretty cool of you. I like that. I don't know if I could do that. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? I'm afraid I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Don't forget Wash Squash. They on Eve again made up for, they once again made up for him being in the kazoo level. Yes, I appreciate that fact. I can't wait for Dual Override. I hope Toilet Man wins the Robot Master Design Contest. Toilet Man, that's so funny. The sped up version of the athletic theme when you went on this spinning music thing reminds me of something super specific you most likely have no idea of, says J-Dog. Raggedy Ann animated film where there's a scene the main characters are chased through a monochrome castle with super sped up ragtime piano music playing while they're chased. No, I had no idea about that one, friend. Huh. Wait a minute. I see you can control the tempo, can you? Find investigative work. Yeah, but wasn't I already doing that? How many of the chime bugs do you suppose you can get to sound at once? Chime bugs? Oh, neat. Yoshi, well done, Yoshi. You're part of the band now. Haven't I been this whole time? Okay, what else? That crab rave seems to be able to play anything it's given, doesn't it? Okay, but yeah. Wait a minute. The can just sitting half off screen. Lol. How do I get him to, like, not have his instrument anymore? Did I just murder him? I think I did. Shy Guys when you stop. Aw. Yeah, they're just like, well, I'm out. Fantastic. Oh, right. I forgot that he just plants himself on the ground. Murderer. Funny enough, the can sounds slightly better than the shell. Well, I agreed. I liked the can. And the flute. I like the can better than even the flute. Well, what else do I need to give him? Can he play this guy? Oh, there's more stuff off this way. Interesting. I want to get this guy out of my mouth. How do I do that? I want to get him out of my mouth. What's up, dude? Oh, that's right, the leaf. Also, Jeff, you may want to revisit the Jam Guy level. Just saying. Oh, I do want to revisit it. But it sounds like there's a specific reason that you're saying that, so I absolutely will in the near future. I don't know if it'll be this stream. I do want to focus on chapters 11 and 12. Just drain the guy out of water. Oh! And drop the leaf, good sir. Oh boy. Oh my, that is quite the sound. Yeah, do you not remember what level this guy came from, friend? Okay, what else? Is there any way you could add to the rhythm while you're in midair? I mean, have I not been doing that? How else can I add to the rhythm? I don't really want to look up the hints. But might be for the best. I like that Mr. E was even, like, annoyed with that sound. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? See, that's one of the problems I have with these music levels. Is they're kind of, I don't want to say esoteric, like, oh, what was the word I'm trying to think of? Like obscure, kind of, convoluted. I have no idea how to, like, do some of the stuff in these levels. It's just not very clear. Add your own lively flourishes. Hadn't I been doing that already? Can you tap chime bugs 3 times in one jump? Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Wash Squash joined the band, but... Huh? Okay, I can do that. And this might be the last one. This game actually accomplished 2 things I've always wanted a new Yoshi game to do. Replace Baby Bowser with Junior, and finally bring back classic Yoshi music like the athletic theme. I'm so satisfied. I'm satisfied. Yeah, I'm also satisfied, but for different reasons. Mostly because it actually brings in lore and connecting the Yoshi series to the rest of the Mario universe. Even with Miyamoto wanting to focus more on the Mario series, this canonizes the Yoshi's Island series, which is awesome. Down-tempo version. Let's try this one. Is there any way to hop at a slower pace while atop a creature? I mean, flutter jumping. I'm honestly not into rhythm games, says Vincent. Neither am I. Like, Rhythm Heaven Groove, or it is a Rhythm Heaven Fever, correct? I need to get this guy out of here. There we go. Does this not count? That does count. My word, simply by timing your hops, you can change the tempo of the song. Yes, this sounds more accurate to the Yoshi story now. I appreciate the lore, lol, I really do, so that was a huge plus for me. Very unexpected, but appreciated, absolutely. Oh, does it have to be the same one? You seem to be getting into the spirit of the performance, Yoshi. Yes, indeed. Alright, well, I'm out of here. That was it. I enjoyed that stage. The discoveries kind of made it overstay its welcome a little bit, but I really did enjoy the music. A lovely performance that was. Music truly does bring us together. That was nice. That was really nice. Aside from some of those discoveries being somewhat obscure. But you know what? That's to be expected. Alright, all-terrain race. You can also change it back to athletic theme whenever you want to. You can flip the shy guy at the beginning once it's nighttime. Oh, interesting. Mr. E was like, Wasabi! Since each creature has unique traits, I'm quite keen to study how they approach this course's many hurdles. Be careful in there, this cross-country contest is bound to get a bit bumpy. Ho-ho! Okay, let's see what this one has to offer. All-terrain race. It is quite warm in here. I have to turn off the AC when it comes time to stream, just because I don't want it to interfere with the mic's audio. Mr. E. BD Ami. Okay, let's give this guy a shot. Well, he goes quite fast. What fierce competition? Oh, I could have taken this guy underground. I should have done that. But he does not like the water. Look at him go. Held on for dear life. What boundless energy. I got knocked into the end. That's so funny. You know what? I've got enough time on my hands. I'm making a side-by-side descent in DM. PRB. Okay. No, I'm not ready to end my exploration here. Yes, I would like to keep exploring these creatures. That is it. Wait a minute. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Whoa. Wait, I can do... What? Catching a ride here. I guess it's just fate that I end up going on Hogger the whole ride, huh? He still gets the credit. That's awesome. I enjoyed the water race one, so I don't suppose that I can really complain that much about this one. This one's just as fun. Alright, well, that's one. Alright, let's go. Have at you! Whoa, it's a funny runny. I forgot I forgot about him, if I'm honest. Oh no. Go, 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 go! What? Stop it! Stop it! Fine. Oh, wait, what? This is not going well for me. What happened? What? Man, that did not go so well. Oh, wait, you can die in this game now? Not really. I mean, you can get, like, spawned back to the beginning of the course. This game, this level in particular, that doesn't really do much. It just sends you back to the beginning. You don't actually, like, die. Oh, boy. I want to get up there, friend. Oh, there we go. That works. Like, it just sends you back to the beginning of the course. Like, you don't ever lose health. You don't ever, well, you don't ever lose, like, all of your health. You don't actually die from anything. It just, yeah, it just sends you back to the course. Beheader. Of course Yoshi can die. What are the hearts for then, says Vincent. They're there because I added them to the UI. And, because I missed having hearts. That's it. That's basically it. That's basically the whole deal. They're more decorative than anything. Mr. Funny Runny, don't even think about it. Yeah, a spin cone. It's for people to pretend that this game has health. Yes, that's exactly it. And I will take that to the bank. I don't mind. My internet is currently dying. Gig. I'm sorry. That sucks. Whee! No, that really does suck. I'm sorry. Whenever the internet dies on my end, I'm quite upset. Mostly because I'm usually streaming when I'm using the internet. At least on Friday nights. Whee! Gary Hawk, I still love that name. And when the internet dies when I'm streaming, I'm especially sad because sometimes the live stream just ends abruptly because, like, the timeout takes too long and yeah, that's just not fun. I guess I'm just gonna let him do his thing here, right? Go, go, Funny Runny, go, go! Whoa! No, stop. I suppose that works. Funny Runny. And I assume that there's going to be a discovery for if I get to the end without using any of them. I've been having issues with my Wi-Fi driver on my laptop too. That sucks. Just this evening, I had turned my computer on for the first time in 2 weeks. Oh, there's something up here, dude. Come here, you. Dude, the golden Funny Runny. Take it away, friend. Go as fast as I know you can. Don't give up. Don't surrender. You can't. You shan't. No. Go, go, go. Okay, this is going extremely poorly. What is going on? Well, that didn't go well. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, the first time I turned on my my computer in 2 weeks, and all of a sudden my Bluetooth driver isn't working. So I don't know what that's all about. Like, it randomly dies for no reason, and the only fix I found was either rebooting or nuking the driver out of existence and bringing it back, says LP. I might have to do something similar. I was thinking about doing a hard reset, or not a hard reset, just like restarting my computer and seeing if that helps anything. Hey, no. Hey. Guys, stop it! You traded your starting creature for a faster one? I might need to check the rules. Well, I mean, that's a thing. The drill helps it spin faster. Oh, that's cool. I renamed him. Instead of Among Us, he is now Among Us. That's fantastic. Alright, can I... That's not what I want. Wow! Just let me do my thing here, please. What happened here? What was your time, Yoshi? Apparently 25 seconds, which is actually better than some of them. Alright, what else do I need to do? I mean, that was all the creatures, right? Like, I've done all of them? So what else do I need to do? I've never seen Neppy Newt so happy. Oh yes, he's quite chill in this game. I can appreciate that. You could move even quicker if the other creatures helped you out. Actually, I beat some of them, so you can shush, Mr. E. All part of the plan. Huh? I think I fixed it though. It hasn't happened again in a while. Oh, I'm on Linux, so it's like doing live surgery to remove the bit that doesn't work and then put it back, but I don't need to reboot. Just a little bit annoying. I think I fixed it though. It hasn't happened again in a while, and I did change the config. Yeah, it sounds like that needs a little bit more patience than Windows, although Windows is also frustrating in other ways. Reach the goal on a creature other than the one you started on. Okay, well, I can do that. One way to get rid of the competition. The hint, basically betrayal. Get the hungry burrower to eat another creature during the race? That sounds illegal. It's rolling too fast? Oh, I want to try that, definitely. Enjoy the ride. That's a good one. Okay. Well, let's do it. Wait, I thought I'd already done that. Maybe I didn't like actually finish the race on a different one. Like I just switched. I don't know what happened. That should do it. Well done, Yoshi. You hopped between creatures and reached the goal. I did. Well, on Windows, the frustration doesn't come from fixing the bug. It's just that you can't fix it without rebooting. Oh, true. Alright. Allow me to get off, please. Oh, I would like to enjoy the ride if I could, please. Can I come enjoy the ride, please? No? Apparently not. Yeah, let's start over. Oh, it did not let me enjoy the ride. Love how sinister that discovery name is. All part of the plan. Yes, it's all coming together just as I planned. Alright, get out the way. No! Get out the way. Yeah, I think I missed my ticket. Yeah, I did. Whoa! So what is the best way for me to do that? What is the best way for me to tackle this one? Oh boy. Again, I might have messed up. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way! Yep. 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 That went well. I am not a fantastic Gary Hawk skateboard rider, apparently. Oh, well, I guess that works. Skating made easy. Sure, that's kind of a cop-out, but I'll take it, I guess. Okay. Come here, Mr. Among Us. Where'd he go? Well, that went well. Has to be during the race, right? Yeah, that didn't go well. Try again. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Yeah, no, this ain't going particularly well either. Hey, that worked. My word, did it just chase down that funny runny and eat it? Apparently. That's what I was hoping would happen. Alright, what was the last one? I got lost in all the chaos. It's rolling too fast? Okay. So, if I go up there and get the gold funny runny and put it right on this guy, I think that's all I need, right? Oh no. 8th? Well, that went well. Oh my goodness. Let's try that one more time. I'm not entirely sure if this is the right way of me dealing with this. But I'm gonna keep trying it. Whoa! Hey, wait! No! Stop! Ow! Yeah, this is not going particularly how I wanted it to go. Huh. Yeah, that didn't go well at all. So how do I... Just one single missed shot and it all turns to chaos. It sure did. It sure did. So I need to have this guy on my back. Look at him go! I mean, he seems to be going quite fast to me. Oh, wrong way. Wait, I'm confused. Why didn't that not do it? Why didn't that do it? Does it have to be the golden one? Gold required? Maybe. I can't type OMG. You type much better than some commenters, I'll say that. Not pointing out anyone in particular. Everybody's guilty of that from time to time. Oh, come here, you. Uh-oh. Oh no! No, no! What is happening? Adventure Times feels like a twisted Nintendo world. You know, that's a pretty good descriptor of Adventure Time, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but typing on a keyboard is basically my job. Fair point, fair point. Much less of an excuse for you. It's 5 a.m. where you are. Therefore, your typing is suboptimal. Yes, yes. That's what we're gonna go with. No. No! Stop! Why? Oh, that almost worked, dude. Oh, that almost worked. 6 now, actually. Oh, I was close. I never know with daylight savings time. What the? What just happened? I don't know, but it didn't break anything, so. Alright, let's try that one more time. Don't worry, I never know either. Okay, good. I'm not the only one who struggles with time zones. What the? Why? Why? Looked like a glitch. It did look like a glitch, but it didn't break anything, so I guess I can't complain all that much. It always felt like the closest thing to a Zelda or Mario show. What did? Oh, Adventure Time. I mean, there was a Zelda and a Mario show, but yeah, I don't know. Neither of them was particularly great. Fam! Why? Am I doing something wrong? I must be doing something wrong. Alright, let's get the upgraded hint. Get carried by a tag-happy troublemaker while it tumbles atop a ball-shaped bug. What? Get carried by a tag-happy troublemaker. Okay, so I can start with him on top of the ball and then just hop on top. Hop atop pop. Oh, says LP. Yeah, I thought that it would be enough for me to just throw the funny runny on top of the ball guy, the pill bug or whatever. But apparently I need to also be carried by the funny runny. Well, that went well. There we go. Oh, the ultimate rolling combination! That is kind of wild, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I felt like I was rolling at just that same speed. Okay, this is funny. He does navigate that rock the best. There we go. Funny runny, 20 seconds. Improved record. You fully mastering this course. Thank you. Alright, well, we're done here. Done with that special study. Only one left to go. Yeah. Alrighty. What an intense race that was. So many unique strengths put to good use. We saw some clever high-speed hiking. And some clever combinations, too. How close are we to 100%? We've still got another 2 or 3 streams left. I'll show you here in a minute. Alright, let's go back to, let's go back to the chapter summaries. Let's go to... Alright, first of all, I have a couple of levels where I still need to find some of the smiley flowers. Not many, but some. And then I also have quite a few creature discoveries left to discover, left to uncover. So, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go back and finish 100% completing them. I anticipate that could take 2 or 3 more streams. There's more chapters? Yeah, there's 12 chapters in this game. But, yeah. So there's chapters 1 through 6 is what it takes to roll credits. Chapters 7 through 10 is... gets you the true ending, and chapter 11 and 12 are the post-game content. Remember that unhinged Mario Kart Super Circuit commercial? No, I don't. I do remember some unhinged commercials, but I don't remember a Mario Kart Super Circuit one. Goodfield devs saw the empty space and went, no, we must do more. Yeah, they couldn't have just put 5 5 chapters on the first 2 pages and then 5 on the next. No, they had to fill every square inch. And I'm alright with that. I experienced a glitch in the measuring height level. I swallowed a bouncy ball guy and it somehow gave me an infinite height midair like an infinite float. Oh, that's cool. Gotta love it when you find those little glitches. And we appreciate them for it, says JP. Indeed we do. A perilous passage. Some of the creatures we've encountered are actually quite dangerous at times, right? Well, don't be alarmed, but I've gathered a few of the more menacing kinds together here. Oh boy. It's a gauntlet of dangers. Which creature is the most dangerous? I have my suspicions, but what do you think, Yoshi? Are you brave enough to find out? Which creature is the biggest menace? The Beheader! It can one-shot me. So I would say that one. Actually, it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens with a heart meter if I get hit by him. Oh boy, what? This happy flowery bunch is in need. Wait. Drive to ferry each friendly flower to the other side, Yoshi. Be careful and protect them all. Ah! What? Excuse me? Huh? Well, that was quite nerve-wracking. Well, I got one of them to the end. Well done dodging that horrible hedge. Wait, so how do I get all of them? What? Huh? But a proper flowery bunch takes at least 3 by my measure. Wait, do I just have to, like, let them wander? So I have to, like... Oh, man. So this is more like a... Yeah. What would you call this? I forget what it's called. I don't play enough games that these things are actually a thing. It's one of those where you basically have to babysit someone to the end. Oh, don't even think it. Okay, well, I guess they didn't think it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They could die if I'm not careful. Go, go, go! Ah! You stay back, foul beast. He said the thing! Stay back, foul beast. I will smite you with my eggs. Okay, well that did it. I got them all to the end. Excuse me, I led all 5 of them. I say you helped them all survive the journey. Okay, well, awesome. So why didn't that 100% complete it? Smite them with the white puffy flowers of doom. The movie Yoshi action figure can do a lot of Yoshi's poses. I was testing it out in Mario Kart World. Oh, that's fun. He said the thing. My shoe do. Okay, so what else do I have to do here? I actually felt like I did a pretty good job on that. Okay, yes. Check pages. So what else do I have to do here? Whoopsie. I like that music, though. I think that might be new. What else do I have to do? A standoff? What else? None of this has anything to do with the Flowers at this point, I don't think. Yoshis are dangerous, too. Yeah, I mean, yes. Yes, we are. You babysit a Toad in Mario and Rabbids. What's the name of the specific kind of quest where like a tag-along NPC follows you around and if they die, you lose? I feel like there's a name for those, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Escort missions. Thank you, JP. I don't play enough games where that's a thing, so I'm just like, what are those called? Yoshi is the most dangerous creature here. Agreed. Excuse me. What if I just need all of them? My word, you may have missed the point of this particular exercise. Oh. JP says, or J-Dog says, I finished it. Dude, the similarity is unreal. You don't need to switch over the stream window to watch it since audio doesn't work on stream. You can just pull it up off screen. Off screen. What is it? Wow, that is very similar. The whole raggedy and animated song. Yeah, that is very similar. Wow. Catastrophic failure. Mr. E. Really, man? That's so funny. Oh yeah, exactly 2000. That's awesome. All right, let's get that standoff going. They've all died. Oh wait, I need to keep one with me just to keep this whole train running. So they can't all die. Oh, that's awesome. It's a battle of the big mouths. Very interesting. Alright, well, that's it. Make one survive. Yeah, I got it. I figured it out. That was, honestly, out of all of them, that may have been my favorite one to actually play. That was the most action-packed one. Those were quite dangerous creatures indeed. I suppose the most important takeaway is you'd best stay on your guard for all future encounters. That was fun. I liked that one. Hi, I've just finished playing a zombie game with my friends, says Chris. Which one? Welcome to the stream, Chris. How are you? Yoshis are dangerous too. That's so funny to me. And with that, you've completed all of my special studies. I'll have to summarize your work later. I contained so many mysterious creatures, it was a joy to learn even more ways they all stand out. Left 4 Dead 2. I think my one friend played... No, I'm thinking of Left 4 Dead. What was the one that he played? It was like an island with zombies on it. Boy, that sounds like... That narrows it down. Dead Island. Actually, that does narrow it down. Dead Island 2 is what he was playing at one point, I remember. Funny enough, this stage took me quite a bit of time to figure out and complete. The Fluff Puffs parasite stumped me for a bit. Yeah, actually, I was pretty proud of how quickly I managed to figure all that out. I blazed through that one. I mean, isn't the whole Yoshi's Island game an escort mission? Touché. Excellent, excellent point. It certainly is. Wow. I hadn't even thought of that. Explode to escape. Twilight bug catching, and survive the risky skies. PD Army. Will you attempt this challenge? I've titled it Explode to Escape. I will try it. You'll need to use the detonut's explosive nature to reach the goal. Just stay calm and do your best. Well, I do tend to do pretty well with these guys. Knock on wood. Explode to escape. Yes, indeed. Let's explode to escape. Oh my goodness. How far can you get when detonut tosses are required to progress? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, jeepers. Ah! Okay. Alright, I underestimated this. I underestimated this one. On second thought, let's leave that to Yoshi. Very proud of the back-to-back overlap at the end. I knew they were the same chord progression, but I wasn't expecting them to actually complement one another. Yeah, that was pretty neat, honestly. Okay. This is actually really clever. I like this one a lot. Oh boy. How are we gonna do on this one? Woo! I keep getting hit. This is so cool. I like this one a lot. Sorry, songbirds. I can't really protect you from this horror. Well, this... Hey, you have no hearts left! You must restart! Honestly, maybe I should do that. Although I don't yet. I don't think starting... Does starting over reset my hearts? Let's try that. Also, yes, that was a new song unique to that escort level. I liked it. I honestly did like it. Alright, here we go, here we go. Go, 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 Yosh, go! Yeah, I just gotta make sure I'm not within the blast radius and then I won't take any damage. It'll be fine, it's fine, this is fine. I like this one a lot. This is... Ow. I did take some damage there. Some blamage. Also, I know it's not technically required. Oh, I got hit again. Eh, whatever. Get me there! Yeah! Well, that was a joke, but sure. Let's try and do that one without taking any damage. That one was fun. I really liked that one. Honestly, that one might actually be my favorite of the, out of the Mr. E challenges. That one was a ton of fun. Were you surprised by your own skills during that challenge? Perhaps you should read a new series of notes I've created. I call them the Yoshi stats. The Yoshi stats? I suppose it's a good time to confess. I found you Yoshis to be the most mysterious creatures of all. I can't say I blame you. Poor Yosh. The fact a single explosion removed like 2 full hearts is wild. Whoa! Hey, how about that? Times damage, 373. That's cool. Creatures gobbled by Yoshis. Yoshis gobbled by creatures. Oh, this is fantastic. Look at this. I love this. Spacesuit too tough to swallow. That's so cool. I love these. That was fun. I want to do that again, but I try to do it without taking any damage. I hope the mechanic of Yoshi carrying things on his back and tossing them comes back in a future game. It's a neat addition to his moveset. It's another way to throw without having to aim. I do like that a lot. I also really like being able to use the right joystick to just like flick and throw like a Yoshi style, Yoshi Story sort of style. I think that's really cool. And I've actually been favoring that over the Yoshi's Island style. Not something I expected to come out of this series. There we go. Uh-oh. I'm racing against the clock here. Oh. Ah! Dang. It's not 100% until you do a full 0-hit save. Yeah, exactly. Ouch. I was being a little too conservative with how far away I was being from that explosion. Also, we need to get all those smiley flowers. Though I think that was a given. It wasn't a given, but... wouldn't that just be the flex? Oh. Ooh, we're still going. There we go. Look at that. Look at us go. There you go. I've done it. No pomp and circumstance, but I did it, and you know it. GG! That was pretty good. The only flaw with Yoshi's moveset in this game is not being able to lock your egg throw aim. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I thought I could for a little bit there, but it just did not work out that way. Alright, let's do Twilight Bug Catching. And I don't know why they don't have it. I mean, there's no reason that it shouldn't be a thing. There's plenty of buttons on this there are plenty of buttons on this controller. They could have absolutely made it work. This time you'll collect neon bugs with the help of a lone moss stalk. Move quickly and try to catch them all within 60 seconds. Be careful not to let a single one escape on your hungry net. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. This one will probably be among my least favorite. Though the bouncing worm thing probably, or the spring worm, what are those guys called? I don't even remember. The hoppers? Alrighty. I found a hungry moss stalk. Okay. He's the hungry boy. Oh no. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. Work smarter, not harder? Yeah, that wasn't smarter. Oh no! Where's the other ones? Up? Yeah, wow. Work smarter. Oh, you are not wrong. Okay, there we go. Okay. I might have to focus quite a bit for this one. Wait a minute. Hang on. Why can't I get up there? Does that have to be the last one? Come here. Oh boy. Yeah, that does have to be the last one. My goodness. Get me up there. Oh my, what? My Shoolaloo! My Shoolaloo, dude! Oh, close, dude. This song is so catchy. It is. Fun fact, doing a triple jump lets Yoshi swing the creature around like a hammer. Yes, I did notice that in the level we first discovered this guy in, actually. And it's cool because, like, largely that whole triple jump thing has been aesthetic for this whole game. But in this particular section, or in this creature's case in particular, it actually does serve a purpose. Which is actually really, really cool. Difficult challenge, I'll say. I mean, it's one of those cases where I just have to be smart about it, which that wasn't particularly smart. Oh, I think I see why they want me to do this one last. Because this is with the Moss Dock at its largest. No! Man, this is hard. Don't you love working smarter? Wow, I did not take advantage on sliding on slopes in this level. To be honest, it's kind of finicky in this game, the sliding on slopes. I don't know if I'd necessarily describe it as finicky. And it seems to work alright for me. I mean, I will say that the slides make it actually quite a bit easier for me here. Go, go, Yosh, go! This section in particular, I think, is the hardest for me. Yeah, no way I get this one. Absolutely no way. Man, this is hard. What if you just stand in one place and let them go in? Like the ones on the grassy slope. Try that. Okay, that felt pretty clean. Yeah, I don't think that would... Yeah, that feels more finicky to me than just sliding on the slope. I feel like swinging it is actually pretty helpful here. Yeah, no, this is a bust as well. We gotta start over. This is tough, man. My Shoolaloo indeed. Ouch. Yeah, that one hurt, dude. There's gotta be an easier way of doing that one. That was not particularly clean. Woohoo! Ooh! Oh! 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 That was good! And watch me screw it up now. I got it, dude! Let's go! You helped it feast on every neon bug before time ran out. A fulfilling finish, to be sure. And I even got the last smiley flower. Wait, didn't I? I think so. Will it show me on the page? No! You're right! No! I thought I got it. I didn't get it. No. That's alright. That's the easiest of the... That's the least of my concerns. Yeah, I know it just evaporated. That's crazy. I didn't think that would happen. You Shululu the last Lou. Or you Shulu the last Lou. Since they're comparatively common creatures, we hadn't focused on neon bugs before now. In fact, we've encountered many kinds of simple creatures that don't have dedicated pages. But all living creatures capture my attention to some degree. In fact, I have a secret section to share that celebrates those common creatures. Let's see it. Are these special stages? They are, DV. These are Mr. E's special challenge levels. Welcome to the stream. Common bugs, butterfly, common insects that come in many colors. They often fly in swarms. Neon bug, bugs that shine in the dark. They fly in swarms with different shapes to protect themselves. Golden bug, they drop the Omega tokens in self-defense when hit with an egg or similar force, found in many areas. High-speed bug, they fly too fast to track with the naked eye, native to jungle environments. There's too many of these guys to read all of, but wow. That's nice. That's nice. No creature left behind. I appreciate that. I like that. We gotta do that to get the last flower there. Looks like Yoshi isn't really a small bug eater. Yeah, true. That's why we have the net, because Yoshi doesn't waste his time or energy on little bugs. Whopper, says LP. Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper. Burger King actually has a new Whopper out now. It's like a jalapeno Whopper or something. I tried it. It's alright. As far as Burger King burgers go, it ain't bad. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, part of the key to beating this one I felt like was doing well on this section. Which, now it's not even a guarantee that I'll get to the last section. Hard to believe this game has special stages on top of 10 worlds. Oh, I know. This game is packed with content, dude. Oh, that actually might have been the key to doing this faster. Well, I got the flower, and that's all I cared about. Ta-da! Yoshi! Yeah, it has the special stages and also more special stuff. The special studies or secret studies or whatever of Mr. E. Alright, very nice. Now we have the very last one.
PD Army.
Will you attempt this challenge? I've titled it Survive the Risky Skies. In this challenge, you'll fly toward a goal atop an airworthy fly ship. Be warned, it won't be easy. Enough flowers for all the UI in the world. Yeah, not quite. I'm still missing a few flowers. We'll probably find the rest of them in the next stream. Perhaps the best way to grasp the nature of this challenge is to hop right in. So he's not even going to tell me what the nature of it is. Whew, it's warm in here, dude. Part of me wants to turn on the AC, but it'll ruin the audio quality, and I don't want to do that. Instead, I suppose I will simply, perspire. Will you take it for a ride, Yoshi? I'm guessing that things want to destroy my, fly ship. Including those guys. Wait. Okay, I can destroy them with an egg toss. Good. Uh-oh. Don't you do it. Phew! Yummy. There. These Goonies trying to ruin my day. Don't appreciate that. Wait a minute. Did I miss a Flowey? Or a flower? Oh. Oh, whoops. I see the dilemma here. Okay, well, I missed a smiley flower. That's not fantastic. Oh boy. Is this gonna be the most difficult one? Oh boy. Oh boy. I've lost so many. Oh boy. There, I got one of the flowers. Phew! Yeah, that one definitely was not easy. But I got it. I survived the game. Yoshi Air Defense. Just remembered a response from a previous stream I liked. Viewer, this takes place in the present day. In the present day. What's Mario doing during this? Jeff, I don't know, probably eating pasta or something. I forgot all about that. Yeah, he's just hanging out, eating spaghetti somewhere, I don't know. After the Mario movie, he came to like mushrooms, and thus with every meal he eats at least a side of mushroom Alfredo.
Yoshi.
Good work reaching the goal, Yoshis. Your skills always impress. Several of our studies have sent you soaring high into the sky, as high as the moon, in fact. Do you remember that curious little alien we encountered up there? Yes? I actually know quite a lot about that mysterious alien and its fellow space travelers. I suggest a careful read-through of my records in a new section called About Alien Origins. I would love to read it. Breaking another timeline. Otherworldly visitors. A long, long time ago, scientists from another world came to study this planet and its native creatures. To avoid disturbing each habitat, they built a research facility on an apparent moon, that being the Flowey, and used the stalk of a giant connected tree to commute to the planet below. The visiting scientists explored the planet in secret and met many mysterious creatures. Some specimens were even brought back to their lunar base for further study. Remnants of their actions still remain, including several spacecrafts that were accidentally left behind. Yeah, we saw one of those. Oh no, I need to read that! You Yoshis are truly amazing! You cleared every single one of my challenges. I'm quite impressed. With this, I believe we have now explored every single one of my pages, cover to cover. If fortune had not favored me, if I had not met all of you wonderful Yoshis, I dare say my explorations would never have come so far. Now we've explored every page, but there is a bit more work necessary to fill them in all the way. Will you help me work toward full completion? Yes. With your help, Yoshis, I'm sure we can do it. The face. Love that. The face kills me. Completed entries badge. Proof that all creatures, special studies, and challenges have been explored. Thank you. Mr. E shocked face is funny and creepy at the same time. I love it. Alright, we gotta get all the flowers though. Mr. E. That's right, Yoshi's 10 more chapters, baby. Boy, can you imagine? The stream series has already gone on long enough, I feel. I mean, I'm still gonna go for full completion. Absolutely. I'm not missing out on that. I actually quite like this one. You gotta play it, well, I was gonna say you gotta play it safe, but I mean, is any of this really considered safe? Definitely gotta make sure you don't stand in one place for too long, though. That's for darn sure. Yep. Come here, you. Okay. The flowers are coming. The flower is coming. Got it. Let's go. Are those things that's supposed to be shrimps? I don't know. That's an excellent question, honestly. Crud. As long as I get the other flower, I'm happy. Crud. Oh, don't. Got it. Let's go. And hopefully I don't die. Oh, crud. Wait a minute. That probably could have worked out in my favor. And instead I missed the opportunity. Also missed that opportunity. Imagine if there were a discovery for keeping all of the flue flies alive. I feel like that's not necessarily possible. Alright, well I did it. Let's get out of here. You know, I did not foresee Yoshi defending against air-to-air missiles. I know it. Yet we did it with such prowess. We did a good job on that one. The background is beautiful in this stage. Love the giant beanstalk too. I was too busy dodging everything to make sure that I didn't die to even notice it. Okay, let's try reading this again. A long, long time ago, scientists from another world came to study this planet and its native creatures. To avoid disturbing each habitat, they built a research facility on an apparent moon and used the stalk of a giant connected tree to commute to the planet below. The visiting scientists explored the planet in secret and met many mysterious creatures. Some specimens were even brought back to their lunar base for further study. Remnants of their actions still remain, including several spacecrafts that were accidentally left behind. Some mysterious creatures were created as a byproduct of their research. Blorp multiplies easily, apparently quite flavorful, though chewy. LED sparks whenever it's stepped on, useful as a power source. Cuttlefwoosh. Eating plants makes it create gas that can be used as fuel. The visitors depart. Eventually, long after the studies began, the visitors learned the moon where they had built their base was destined to fall. Their dutiful research had already taught them so much, so they swiftly abandoned the facility and returned to the safety of their home planet. But there was one among them who decided that he felt bad for the creatures and decided to save them. How cool. Alright, well look at that. So, I've now finished all 12 chapters, and now it's time to 100% complete the game. Although that's not happening in this stream, that's going to take quite a bit longer, I feel. Well, before we start on anything else... Oh yeah, let's do my amiibo fortune. May as well. I feel like I'm probably going to need to do that consistently to maintain a good enough number of tokens. Alright. Yoshi's been drafted. Been playing a lot of Mario Kart World's missions as Yoshi Daffy Duck. Nice! I didn't get as into Mario Kart World as I hoped that I would. Money, money, money! Money, 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 money. Let's see. Okay. Did not do so well on that one. Alright, I think we're only gonna go for another half hour or so. Ah. I am quite sleepy. Nope. This is LP. Doink. What is this? A speedometer horizontal. Okay. More UI! Although not all of it seems particularly useful. I'm pretty utilitarian when it comes to these UI elements, I'll be honest. Track the location of the nearest watermelon, that could be nice. Alright, so first things first. I want to prioritize the flowers so that we can get all of the UI elements. You can also mash to skip the cutscene here. Oh. I didn't know that. I guess that goes to show that I wasn't bored enough during the cutscene to, like, make it go fast. Of course not, it's just funny. The best Mario Kart World missions are the platforming ones. I mean, that checks out. Alright, so I want to focus on getting all of the smiley flowers. And we're very close to doing that, I think. Why don't we... Yes, the bug ya. How do I make that work, though? Because I remember there being some area that I couldn't really figure out how to get into. All right, we've got the Sluggerang. Let's give that a shot. Hey, does anyone want me to change color of Yoshi's, or are we pretty content with it being red Yoshi? Let me know if you'd prefer me to change the Yoshi to something else. It kills me that a Yoshi game is one of the few games that lets you create some horrendous spacecraft level UI, where you might as well just play the game in the background. Oh, yeah. Whoa. What's up? Okay. This might be the answer to my question here. Sorry, dude. I vote for Black Yoshi. Oh, I wish. Least threatening bullets. Oh, I'm sorry. I unlocked the non-existent health bar in this game, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Me too! Oh hey, I played this exact one for the first time recently. Sluggerang plus Bugya. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how this one works. There we are. Oh, whoopsie, I'm sorry. Least threatening bullets. Yeah, the coiny coins. Wait, come back here. We're not done with you yet. I vote for brown Yoshi. Closest we've got to that one is orange Yoshi, friend. Splap. Splap. I'm not exactly sure what kind of sound effect that was supposed to be. Man. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're making some headway. Splap. I'm gonna keep using that sound effect just because I think it's funny. Oh, hey. What's up, dude? Alright, they're all onto me now. Whoa. Alright, let's go. Time for the super-powered Sluggerang. Poor Black Yoshi getting shafted lately, even in Mario Kart World. Oh, it sucks. At least we got some White Yoshi representation. I suppose that'll have to be good enough for that particular entry. So there's a smiley flower somewhere down there. And I have no idea how to get in there. Or is there? Huh? Oh, hey. So I got that one, right? Yeah, I did. Is that a boomerang that also doubles as a chicken? Or is that a chicken that also doubles as a boomerang? I don't think it's a chicken. I think it's a... a slug. I vote for brown Yoshi, as well as Yoshi goes into the mud. That might just have to be the closest that you get in this one, friend. I'm afraid. Defeated a large pretend nut. This proves once more that the boosted attack effect is quite powerful. Indeed, it certainly does. So where else are there flowers in this level? We got 96% of the discoveries in this level. Huh? I mean, I can throw them down, right? No. My 720p looks like 240p, so I can't tell. Alright, come here, you. Just spitting him downward. Well, that did not work as well as I was hoping. Huh. Man, these ones are tough, man. I can't seem to figure these ones out. Doesn't seem to be anything related to the Sluggerang, I'll say that. Huh. Maybe Black Yoshi would have been the cowboy in Mario Kart World. He is a tough guy, after all. Man. Why did we have to get stuck with the Bugya first? That one's frustrating. Defeated a large pretend nut. Took out 5 with 1 toss. And that's it for the discoveries. Alright, let's do that again. Take out 5 in 1 toss. I know I can do that. So, the flowers. How do I get the flowers? That's what I cared about. Where is the Sluggerang? Where is he located? Oh wait, I didn't do the Sluggerang. Huh. Black Yoshi's power is too strong for this universe. You're not wrong, DV. I do wish that they had brought him back, though, for the special levels here. That would have been fun. A fun throwback to both Yoshi's Story and Yoshi's Island DS, as it turns out. Okay. So where is Mr. Sluggerang? Where did he go? Where is he? He's around here somewhere. I just forget where. Wow, those two are the only Yoshi games that have black and white Yoshis, huh? I mean, Yoshi's Woolly World technically does. By I guess technically, I guess we could call it a technicality. there are yellow, or yeah, there are yellow. There are white and black Yoshis in Yoshi's Woolly World, but they're only unlocked at the very end of the game. Where did I miss the Sluggerang, dude? Oh, there he is. But I think those are the only 3. There we go. Alright, yeah. Oh, defeated in one fell swoop. Yes, that was quite nice. Where's the large one? Where is he? Where'd he go? Are we sure the flowers are available in the Sluggerang part of the stage? I'm not sure that they're available in the other part of the stage. I mean, they must be available somehow, but I don't know how. Wait a minute. Oh, right, I'm replanting the watermelons. That's nice. See, I feel like... Oh, I have no idea how to get those flowers. If anyone has any clue, let me know. But at least I got all the discoveries. That's nice. I had hoped that the Sluggerang would be the answer to my problems with getting those flowers, and it did not appear to be the case. See, that's gonna be my problem with the last few streams of this game. I think it's going to be a very slow burn. Like, it's gonna be a slow burn because, like, most of this stuff is going to be stuff that I struggled with my first time around. And because of that, it's gonna take me a while to find each individual thing. And, yeah, that's gonna be not that fun. Wait a minute. Question time. Will this help me in some way? Maybe. Potentially. No, well now it's not gonna help me much. But I think that might be the key for that particular smiley flower. I think I have to kill that blue fish. The last steps of 100% completion isn't the most fun part. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about with this. I feel like come the end of this game, I feel like that slow burn is going to be detrimental to my outlook on the game. And I hope that, I do hope that I can, like, overcome that. Yeah, I do hope that I can overcome that, because it would be such a shame for me to, like, start looking down more negatively about this game after the 100% completion aspect of it. It's just... Man, there's so much left to do, and so much of it isn't all that fun. Well, I shouldn't say that. Like, all of it's fun, it's just... There we go. Like, a lot of it is fun, it's just... You know, the last little bit of it is tedious. Wonder if it would be better to come back to this game later to 100% complete it. I don't think so. I think that would actually make it worse. Because, At least with this stuff, it's moderately fresh in my mind. But if I came back to it, I'd be coming back to it with, like, basically a full new set of eyes, you know? Or a new, fresh set of eyes. And, I don't think that's what I want right now. We'll see. Wait, no, come back. Would it make it feel like a chore? I think so. I mean, I think that that's kind of unavoidable regardless. Right. I forgot one thing. There's some sort of gimmick. There's some sort of like heart fruit or something that makes them follow me. Was it in there? Oh no, right here. What's up, PJ? Welcome to the stream. How is it hanging? How are you doing? Welcome to part 11 of Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. All right, let's give this to a bug ya. How does completing this game feel compared to completing Crafted World? I was kind of thinking about that earlier. And thinking like in both games there is some tedium. And that's not fortunate. That's not a fortunate comparison. I feel like the tedium in this Yoshi game compared to... Hey, come back here. I feel like the tedium in this game... Huh? At least... Man. How do I want to phrase this? The tedium in this game feels more like, you know, I'm actively seeking it out. Rather than it being forced upon me, like, not necessarily forced upon me, but... Oh, it didn't feel as fun to do in, It didn't feel as fun to do in, Yoshi's Crafted World because... It didn't feel like it was earned, I guess? Like, or justified. I should say justified. It felt more like it was doing the whole, like, you know, I've got a special request, or I've got another request, sort of thing, as a way to pad out the gameplay time. And, like, I don't know, it didn't feel like it really needed to be that way. In this case, like, it's all tedious, but... Alright, it's all kind of tedious, but it's part of the core gameplay loop that encourages, like, the curiosity stuff and the experimentation. I don't know, it's different somehow, and I can't really put my finger on exactly how, but it's different somehow. I don't know exactly how else to phrase it. I don't know exactly if I understand why it's different. What's up, Solar Flare? Welcome to the stream. PJ says, doing good. I'd like to be referred to as Cool Giratina. Cool Giratina? I don't know if I'm gonna remember that. It's not part of your name at all. I'll try to remember that, though. Solar Flare says, I worked a super late shift and talked with my dad and his Catholic friends. I'm so happy you're still streaming so I could check in. Heck yeah, dude. Check my my new YouTube short. You make an appearance. Oh, awesome. I gotta check it out. How was your week? My week was a little bit more stressful than normal. We had a deadline today, but, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So, I had a good week. How was your week? How was your 2 weeks? Okay, so there's, Huh. There's a smiley flower in this vicinity. How do I get this smiley flower? Well, this isn't going particularly well. Huh. Well, that doesn't really do much of anything, does it? I feel like I'm just making a mess for myself here. Huh. Wow, my firing squad there. That was awesome. Oh, hey. Yet one more hostile one. We will destroy you. We will dispatch you. There. Okay, hang on. I gotta. Jeff, when someone says they have a request, you're not wrong. I feel like that's kind of expected with hugely packed games like this as DV. Yeah, kind of a tedium. You know, a slow sort of finish for the 100% completion. Yeah. I bought a super nice keyboard, and I'm not gonna build a PC. I found a pre-built one with everything I want, and it'll save me a lot of time. It says Solar Flare. Honestly, yeah, and that might be the move these days to get a better deal on RAM. Sorry I'm late. I got off at 11 o'clock and spent 2 hours at my dad's Catholic pipe night or whatever that was. They're trying to do a youth conference, and we talked about what young people really want in Christianity, not just Catholicism. Ooh, that's an interesting discussion, and I bet you had a lot to bring to the table. It's insane how unreliable the YouTube chat UI is. Yeah, right? Cool Garatina says, I had issues with my username for some reason. I still remember playing Yoshi's Crafted World. It was so much fun. I also enjoyed Yoshi's Crafted World. I think I enjoyed it more than most people do, but I do absolutely recognize some of its problems. For that reason, I do think I would put Yoshi and the Mysterious Book above it. But I don't think that I would put Yoshi and the Mysterious Book above Yoshi's Woolly World. Okay, what? Where? Huh? Excuse you? Hello? I'm a little bit confused. What? Here we are talking about UIs being unreliable. Oh, wait a minute. It's in this, isn't it? Well, how do I open this? I mean, there's the, wait a minute. Yeah, it's absolutely in there. I just gotta find that, that hard nut. And I think it's in, yeah, there it is. Let's go, let's go! Haha! Let's go, I've done it! I got all the flowers in this level, yay! Phew! Okay, Solar Flare says, I got a huge paycheck! Sorry, I'm just following up now. I had to go for a few minutes. Yeah, that whole, pre-built PC thing, honestly, that might be the move in current market conditions with RAM prices. I've heard that you can get better deals going pre-built right now. It really doesn't save much money building it yourself, if any at all. It's kind of just doing it for the love of the game. I was thinking about, like, if I actually want to build another computer next time I have to build one, or if I just want to go pre-built. I guess it depends on the market at that time. I don't think I'm gonna need to build a new computer anytime soon. LP says, thanks AI for completely destroying the consumer computer and RAM markets. I know it. And I don't think they're gonna go back to normal anytime soon. That's rough, dude. It's rough. Makes me think, like, if I can find a decent deal on a smartphone, this would probably be the year to do it, because they will be continuing to go up in price the next several years, probably. I mean, unless the phone companies start seeing a massive fall off in their sales numbers because of exuberant prices, and having to do something different to make up for that, like lower spec phones but with modern features. I don't know. I don't really know how the tech industry is going to deal with this for the next few years, because again, the RAM manufacturers right now are trying to like price fix things for the next 5 years. So this could go for a while. UI that tracks your non-existent health? Whose UI is unreliable now? Solarfly says, I was gonna buy a $200 keyboard, but some dude on Discord sold me on a cheaper one with everything the other one had. Main thing I care about is an 8 kilohertz polling rate, Hall effect, things like it. The only difference is the cheaper one I bought is mass manufactured in China instead of a super nice intricate design, but I just need the specs for Geometry Dash. I don't care if it's Chinese. I did research on the one I bought and it's perfect. Very, very nice. Honestly, like polling rate and Hall effect and all that, I couldn't really care less about. It doesn't help that I don't really play PC games much. I did definitely want my keyboard to be, I don't think I can... Ooh, I can pick it up. I did want my keyboard to be, I don't really know what you gain from me, like, picking it up to show you. It's not the nicest keyboard, but, it's a mechanical keyboard. It's got red switches. Let's, it's got mechanical switches. Let me try and, like, pull one of these guys off to show you. Which one will come off the easiest for me today? I know that there are tools to, like, pull these things off. Jeepers, man. There we go. There you go. Let's switch to big camera mode. There it is. Yeah, like you can see the, I've got red switches on this, cherry reds. They're kind of an off-brand. This is a Red Dragon keyboard, so it's not the nicest keyboard or anything, but, I mean, I like it. So... it does what I needed to do. It's a Red Dragon. It costed like 40 bucks, maybe 50. And I've been using it for the last like 5 or 6 years. I'm perfectly happy with it. But yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you found one that you're happy with and that suits your needs. Back to the action. DV says, I remember the days when a 256 gigabyte SD card was only 15 bucks. Oh, dude. Much sadness, because I could have, well, I could have definitely benefited from that. Like, increasing my, Switch 1's, memory up to 512 gigabytes or something like that. I'm not even using the full 128 that I've got now, so that's a good thing. That's one of the perks of being a primarily physical gamer. Well, for now, at least. But yeah, I wish I would have bought up some of those SD cards while they were cheap, you know? Never did. I should have, but I didn't. LP says, I think they will come back someday if the AI bubble eventually pops, because the prices are artificially inflated by the people who buy those chips in bulk, aka AI labs. At least I hope they do. This is LP. So hopefully those manufacturers just realize how precarious their stance is. I should probably read these comments. LP, or at LP, DV says, I would hope for it to go back, but all these companies are so desperate to keep sucking up every last bit of AI hype. LP says, DRAM is no longer required if no one is using the AI and they completely run out of money. If they stop scaling, there's no point in buying DRAM. So hopefully those manufacturers just realize how precarious their stance is. Yeah, I don't really know where this is gonna go. Like, the AI bubble may not exist, but it is awful bubble shaped. We'll have to see what happens, but I really have no idea. I'll be back in 20 if you're still streaming, says Solar Flare. I'm not sure if I will be, but there is a good chance. I had said I wanted to finish up in like half an hour, like 20 minutes ago, but I doubt that'll happen. I'm having too much fun. I also hope for an AI crash, or an AI bubble pop, I should say. Because all of this being so artificially inflated sucks so bad for anyone who needs new, or wants new computing hardware, whether it be a personal computer, whether it be a video game console, whether it be a smartphone. All of these things are being affected, and if you need any of those things in the meantime, oh, you're just getting squeezed for every last dollar, and it's not even really necessarily the faults of the hardware manufacturers, that being like the tech products that we enjoy being like video game consoles and PCs and all that. It is more the problem that AI is just buying up any sort of memory and storage that they possibly can, and because of that, the prices are going out of control. And, you know, SK Hynix, Samsung, and Micron, the three main manufacturers of RAM, or DRAM, I should say, are absolutely taking advantage of that. And that sucks. Well, considering how literally all AI labs are currently money black holes with 0% chance of making a profit, like, we're making record profits. Just don't look at the operating margin. The chip manufacturers just get better deals with scalers than consumers, and that really sucks. Yeah, you're not wrong. If SpongeBob worked for for one of those companies obsessed with AI, he would go absolutely bonkers and think they were robots themselves. Says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Blues Cat says, I don't hate AI. I just think corporate greed is the root of all this, not AI. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. Yeah, excuse me. I mean, were it not for corporate greed, like you said, this AI thing may not be as, you know, all-encompassing as it is. I don't know. Alright, let's go to Jam Guy. I'm told that I will enjoy this. Also, honestly, I'm really concerned there is no legal action going on here. I heard that there was some sort of lawsuit going on with SK Hynix price-fixing RAM. Though, I've also heard the argument that that may not be effective because the fines will probably be low enough that SK Hynix will just, like, eat the costs and just keep going. So, who knows? Wait a minute, did I not do the thing? I don't know if I did the thing. As in, like, selected the version of the stage with a new character. No, I don't think I did. Yeah, no, fines don't. Yeah, no, fines don't really count at this point. Bandmates played a second song together. Yes, we want to hear this a second song. Wow, I really didn't do it, did I? Let's try this again. You pressed the right mission. Oh, I did? Huh. Well, then where were the new guys? Kept on jamming after being bopped. Love that. So I'm not exactly sure how I get the flowers in this one. My word, it seems they've changed the song they're performing. Flower garden. Love that. Well, that didn't go on as long as I was hoping. Alright, come here, you. You gotta love this. Oh. No, no, Yoshi, you shouldn't interrupt them while they're performing. Love that. That's so nice. Okay, but where's the last one? Hey, no, wait, come back. Where did it go? Where's my flower, dude? It's up there somewhere. Man, that's nice. Oh, there was another one in here. My bad. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Oh, that was so pleasant. I love that. Bandmates played a second song together. Another superlative song. The musicians here are all incredibly talented, I must say. I would agree with that. Man, that was so nice. Okay. Will this help me get the, No! Will this help me get the other flower? Like, how did I get the other flower before? I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's Groove. This also made me smile. I heard this one first before the latter two. Oh, nice. But right before Athletic theme and the Yoshi Story Overworld theme. Very nice. I love that they brought the songs back. How criminal is it that it took them this long to remix the very first Overworld theme in another game? I'm sorry, it's always been a pet peeve of mine, lol. And thankfully they all sound good. They really do. They did a fantastic job with these. Ah, no! No, I want to keep playing. No, I'm not ready. I've thrown off the Emperor's Groove. Huh? Wait, what happened? What happened? Where did they go? No. That trumpet is very funny. Okay. Man, I am not getting this. So, if I get all of these guys going, and all the Shy Guy locations, will they bring me that, that other flower? Different key, interesting. Oh. Hey, this is tough. Man, the margin of error is super tight on those. Man, I want that flower, dude. Where did they go? Wow. What did I do wrong? Where did they go? I'm confused. What did I do wrong? What am I doing wrong? When the Woolly World port releases, Nintendo. Maybe when the Switch 3 comes out. Yeah. Sad face. Sad face. I'm still holding out hope for it, if I'm honest. What am I doing wrong here? Nintendo, here's your traditional Yoshi game. Right, and then we don't get, like, an actually new Yoshi game for the Switch 3 generation, because, like, they're just like, oh, this is good enough. Like, they pull a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe situation. Why? They'll do a port at the same time as Star Fox Zero/Color Splash port releases, which is never. This is TV. It didn't say never, but I'm extrapolating. So what am I doing wrong here, dude? Practice does make perfect, as they say. But I'm confused. What did... No, I'm really confused now. What exactly am I supposed to be doing right now? Here's my question, though. How do I get this butterfly to move? How? How do I get that? I was typing so fast that I accidentally pressed enter, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. Oh. I'll be honest, I forgot how to get, how I got to move from, I forgot how I got it to move for me. Yeah, I got it to move earlier and then it just flew away on me. Hang on. Okay, let's add a prediction, I guess. Played a lively light blue duet. Oh boy. Played a smooth green duet. Oh boy. Played a booming blue duet. A blooming blue and a lively light blue. Whoa. Oh boy. Smiley flower carried away by butterfly. How does that happen, though? Lure a butterfly by cueing in the closest bandmate on the 4th beat. On the 4th beat? Wow, So I just got it to move by happenstance earlier. Bopped with an egg in perfect rhythm. Okay. I ate the most delicious spaghetti, says Yoshi Daffy Duck. That sounds spectacular. I love spaghetti. I especially love spaghetti carbonara. That's among my favorite pastas. I can't say it's like my favorite one, but it could be. It's not definitively, but it could be. Jump to the beat 3 times in a row and cue the next platformer to start on rhythm. 1, 2, 3, cue! Lots of really specific actions, huh? Says Fire Flame. Welcome to the stream, Fire Flame. Yes! We are at that part in the game when we gotta start looking at the super specific stuff. Because we've finished the game. We finished all 12 chapters of this game. And now we're just going in and getting the things we've missed. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Just like Mario did during Yoshi's adventure just now. Oh yeah, the spaghetti. Alright, Gotta start putting in a notebook. Putting it in a notebook. I mean, that's what this is, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. There we go. Oh no! Nuts, dude. I missed it. Now, well, at least I got it. I got, like, the beat down. So you don't constantly gotta pause. I mean, I feel like I'd be pausing either way. 4, 2, 3, 4, 1. Man, that didn't work. Yeah, I mean, I would be pausing to look at the notebook regardless. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. There it is. Got it. Let's go. Outstanding. Yes, I would agree with that sentiment. Let's play that nice light blue melody now. I mean, may as well get the rest of the discoveries while we're here, right? Huh. That was nice. What a delightful performance that light blue duo put on. Yeah, that was nice. Oh. Yeah, see, like, I don't think that putting it in a notebook would actually make that big of a difference because, like... Because I'd have to pause and look at something regardless, whether it's digital or, like, on a physical notebook. Ah, oh, that's tough, dude. Ah. Watch them pull out new island theme out of nowhere. That would be wild. Dude, what? That's so hard to time. I mean, these just seem to be the Yoshi and the Mysterious Book theme, but I'm cool with that. There's something rather soothing about that green duo's performance. Guess I gotta consider physical pauses too, lol. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Alright. Let's see here. Dark blue. Both of those were dark blue. Were those not both dark blue? Does it have to be on the other one? Maybe not trumpet dark blue? Yeah, but how do I get him to not have the trumpet? Do I have to, like, stomp on him? I gotta get up to the eggplant, regardless. Trio, maybe? I see another flashing, too. Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Let me check the page. No, it is a duet. Jump, 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 Q. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Well, that didn't do it. Other order, maybe? Yeah, I tried that too. I think that, LP is probably right about that whole trumpet thing. I'm still here, but I don't know what to talk about. I guess I could say that I'll have an exam on Monday. I have to ask, what is the subject of the exam? I do wish you luck on that, friend. Exam time is not usually particularly enjoyable. Okay, sweet. I got up here with the eggs. Great. That was nice. Okay, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I didn't do it? How did I not do it? Jump to the beat 3 times in a row and cue the next platformer to start on rhythm. Huh. Did you hear about the Sony's digital debacle? Them stopping physical releases and the utter backlash they've been seeing? Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Yes, I did, though. I think jump, 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 Q must all be on rhythm if I recall the hint right. Performer, not platformer. Oh, I'm sorry. Jump to the beat 3 times in a row and cue the next performer to start on rhythm. That seems like it could be tough. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. 1, 2. Okay, well, that was the thing. GameStop KO by Sony. Yeah, I'll get back to that in a minute when I'm not like actually thinking about this stuff. I feel like that deserves like a pause to think about. To discuss, rather. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is that not working? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. I got a notification from Sony that they will take down the PS3 and PS Vita store next year. Yeah, I'll get back to that in a minute. Such great timing on their end. PS Vita will have the same fate as the 3DS where everyone is using 8-Shop. Wow, still alive. Hi, says Solar Flare. Hello, Solar Flare. Welcome back. I was surprised that the whole digital and physical thing didn't come up sooner, I'll be honest. Why is that not working though? Did you think GameStop would focus on retro games by 2028? No, I didn't. Can you bop one of the bandmates with an egg perfectly on the beat of the song? I thought I'd done that. I just jumped to every single beat. Yoshi goes, woo, when you do it. That is adorable. How much longer? I feel like my night just started. I'll be done after this level, I think. I don't understand, like, how am I not getting that, though? I will give my insights on the whole digital versus physical thing after this level, by the way. I'm not brushing that under the rug. I definitely want to give that its own spotlight before we leave. But I do want to focus on this for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like trying to force it here, but that's not working. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Why is it not working? I'm so confused. Why is that not working? 1, 2, 3. Do I need to like start him to? Do I need to like actually get him to start? I'm so confused. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm really confused right now. 3, 4. Yeah, I'm really confused. My next paycheck should help me pay for my $1,500 PC soon, so my new keyboard comes soon too. Yeah, good timing. I don't think so. They probably would have the same fate as Blockbuster. Oh, I'm sorry. GameStop has already been focusing a bit on retro games, though their prices are really iffy. Chris says, I don't think so. They probably would have the same fate as Blockbusters. Man, I'm so confused. Why is this not working? Because I feel like I am throwing it right in rhythm. Bopped with an egg in perfect rhythm. Can you bop one of the bandmates with an egg perfectly on the beat of the song? I thought I'd done that. Like, are we sure that I didn't do that? I mean, clearly I didn't. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there it is. Okay, very good. Now let's start over so that I can get that dark blue duet, and then we'll get that last. We'll get that last what is it? The UI thing, the last exploration tool, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. I mean, I do still want to discuss that whole physical and digital thing, because that is a huge deal. There it is. Any content planned soon? Says Solar Flare. Once I'm done playing this game on stream and 100% completing it, I am going to work on a review of this game and focus on how I think this game is underappreciated, and I think it deserves a lot more credit than it gets. So yeah, that's the plan for my content in the near future. So yeah, that's that. I'm starting my first good quality long-term video on D1 Chud. Please check out my new short, it's hilarious. In short, what's the digital physical thing? The GTA stuff? Yeah, let me get to that right after we unlock the exploration tool. As much as I don't want to end this stream on a down note, I do feel like giving it its own dedicated section here is actually pretty well warranted. So let's get an exploration tool. Let's see what we get. Probably something useless. Saw a Cars Wii game at GameStop and the price was absolutely absurd. That's wild. Winged Cloud Radar tracks the nearest winged cloud. Does that work on, like, the invisible ones? More UI! This is LP. Not a lot more, but I've got 53, and I think there's probably only going to be 2 more. How many more smiley flowers do we have left to go? So we've got 2 in Blubberang's level. 1 in the UFO's level, and then 2 more in the moon level. So there's only going to be 1 more UI tool. Okay. Alright, that works for me. Alright. Well, I think that's going to do it for this play session. The market has made its decision. UI production must go up. JP says, Jeff, thanks for giving me a way to find hidden clouds. After I already beat the game! Yeah, indeed. Hey, real quick, do my, no. I was gonna say, do my, my badges show up here? No, it doesn't seem that way. Alright, let's stop the recording now. Did you see my EA comment? My phone died. I don't think I saw your EA comment. No. Oh, EA listened to their fans. In the new college football game, there was a lot of microtransactions. People did a boycott where you play the game to show you care, but not buy anything. People got mad. EA listened and removed them. Good. For once, an EA move that was actually good. That surprises me. What's with all the UI talk? UI is user interface. And this game has an unlockable, customizable UI. And that's what you spend the smiley flowers on that you get throughout the game. Yeah, so that's what all the UI talk is about. Like, every time I get 5 or more smiley flowers, I go and unlock more UI elements. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the physical / digital stuff didn't come up sooner in the stream. I'm sure all of you guys know at this point that Sony has announced that starting in January 2028, they will no longer be producing physical game discs. All of their games going forward from that date will be digital only. They will have retail presence, but that retail presence will be code in a box. And that's something that we've hated for a long time. Code in a box. Like, I remember when I first learned about it, how I scoffed at the idea that, you know, why are they even giving you a box? What's the point of the box if there's just nothing but a slip of paper that has a download code on it for you? What is even the point? Just skip the plastic case and move on with your day, right? Well, I guess that's going to be the norm moving forward. Again, Sony is ceasing production of physical discs for their video game consoles starting January 2028. It'll all be digital at that point. And I think that stinks. I really think that stinks. I'm sure that you guys know at this point, but just for those of you who maybe haven't been here in a little while, I am a physical game collector. I've got quite the stack of Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 games at this point. I clearly care about physical media, and the fact that that's all, you know what, I'm just gonna keep this here. The fact that that's going away, starting with Sony in 2028, and make no mistake, they will all be digital sometime after that January 2028 Sony switcheroo here. I know it's just Sony right now, but I guarantee that the PlayStation 6 and the Xbox Helix will not ship with a disc drive standard. There may be a disc drive, maybe to like get the license for your PS4 and PS5 games onto your PS6, who knows how that's gonna work. But there will be no PS6 games that are on a disc. There just won't be. And I've seen some nuanced takes to this whole thing on YouTube over the last essentially 2 weeks. But the outcry, first of all, let's just address the outcry for a minute. The outcry is extremely loud. I do think it's a vocal minority, and that given that 80% or more of Sony's player base prefers digital games and buys digital games, I do think that that's a minority that's really just being loud at this point. But again, it is a minority, and Sony even cited that as one of their reasons why they're moving towards digital only. That said, I don't think that that's the reason why. I think that there are a couple reasons. One, this is going to be more like, I don't want to say optimistic or like, you know, seeing the best in everyone or like thinking the least evil of everyone. But in fairness, and there are a couple of people who have had a nuanced take to this, physical games have been dying out slowly but surely, and this was just the death knell. I mean, as a Nintendo gamer primarily, I've been shielded from this for the most part, but on platforms like PlayStation and Xbox, games have just been getting enormous at this point. Regularly going over 100 gigabytes, which, by the way, for the highest end Blu-ray discs that I know of, they have a limit of 100 gigabytes. You go over that, you either need to put two discs in a box, or you just have a portion of the game be downloaded. For some time, physical discs have been a limitation, given just how massive games have been getting. And I think that that's also been pushing us towards digital. We've been seeing a lot more discs and game key cards that don't have the game on them. They just are essentially something that tells your console that you have the ability to download the game. You have the license to download the game. For a long time, that's been a thing. Even before Nintendo did these game key cards. An example is, you know, well, this isn't a great example, but a game that I have that doesn't have all the game data on the disc is Spyro the Reignited Trilogy on PlayStation 4. Famously, or infamously I should say, that game did not ship with all 3 games complete on the disc. It's only like the first portion of the first game that is actually on the disc. You have to download the rest. It's been a thing for a long time. Like, that was in, what, 2019, I want to say? 2018. Spyro Reignited Trilogy came out in 2018, so that was a thing way before Switch 2 game keycards were a thing. And again, that's partially because of the size of games at this point. So that's the whole, like, not conspiratorial or not skeptical or not pessimistic side of things. There is a reason why physical games are no longer like the default, as far, or no longer a given, I should say. But make no mistake, Sony is making this move not just because 80% of their player base prefers or buys more digital games. It's not just because physical games have been starting to lose their relevance just because of video game file sizes. A large part of it is control. I believe that a large part of it is control. They control that with this move to digital, they control where you buy your games and how much profit they're going to be getting from their games. Reminder, when a video game company sells you their video game digitally on their digital marketplace, they get a much higher cut of that game's sales. I heard recently that when you buy a physical game in stores, the video game publisher or whoever is like selling you the video game, or whoever is getting your money from that video game sale, they lose 30% of that revenue from the sale as a cut to the retailers, and shipping fees and actually printing the discs and all that. They definitely lose a substantial cut when they sell it physically. So they unquestionably get more profit from from selling the games digitally to you. However, we've seen a disturbing pattern with video game companies shutting down games, shutting down servers for games, and Sony even, ironically, very recently, just removed from their paying customers' libraries and the servers over 500 movies on their streaming service or their video service or whatever it is. I don't really know what it is, but there was some licensing dispute where Sony removed 500 movies, including out of their customers and consumers' libraries. Literally, if you bought movies from this server that were included in that removal, you can't watch them anymore, even if you paid for them. That can absolutely happen with digital video games. Can't happen with this, as far as I'm aware. Super Smash Bros. On the Switch? Nintendo's not coming to my house to take this out of my hands. And unless they blacklist my Switch or something like that, it ain't gonna happen. I will be able to play that game for the foreseeable future, at least until my Switch consoles or my game cartridge no longer works. Man, Sony will have absolute control over what you have in your library, where you buy the games, how much money they are going to make from these sales, and whether or not you actually still get to play them. Like, again, they can remove this stuff from your library without your consent, without having to repay you or like refund you or whatever. Just poof, gone. And I think that sense of control is something that they absolutely want. And the last downside to this that I have on my mind right now is that it is less competition, and therefore they get to set the price much more aggressively than they have been able to in previous years or in previous generations when physical games have been a thing. There will be a retail presence on store shelves. And I don't know how much that's going to affect how much they can sell these games for, but I anticipate when the full move to digital is actually in full swing, they will have much less reason to charge you for these games at a reasonable cost. They'll still need to meet the supply-demand curve. If they price their games too high, there will not be a demand for them and they won't sell as many copies. But I think they're going to be pressing on that curve much more aggressively. And we, the consumers, will either have, well, we'll only have two options. Buy it or don't. And that's it. At least before, you could go look for a cheaper used copy or look for sales on game stores, or You know, Walmart and Amazon have this thing right now where if you pre-order Switch 2 games physically, you'll still get it for the digital price, even though $10 or the physical copy is $10 more. That's not going to be a thing anymore. I don't think. I don't really know how that whole retail presence with the download codes in a box is actually going to work. But it's a very disturbing move. Very disturbing. And once again, I think you can tell that I am a big fan of collecting games physically. I will admit to you guys, I had a bit of time there when I was first buying my own video games, where I was embracing more digital games. There were a total of, I think, 8 games on my 3DS that I bought digitally. There was Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga Remake, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Yoshi's New Island, the NES Remix collection, Zelda Majora's Mask, and I think the other one might have been like the other Fire Emblem Fates game. There were like 3 different versions of that game, or 2 different versions. Excuse me. And I bought, it was Birthright and Conquest, I think. And I think I got both of those digitally. And then on the Wii U, I had a couple digitally. There was Zelda Wind Waker, and that might have been it. But for the most part, the only reason I got those digitally were, well, one, you know, buying my own games at that point. I was starting to fall into the idea of like, oh, it's more convenient to have it on my console digitally. Like, you know, just buy it, and download it now, and play it, and blah 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 blah. But eventually, I came back around to the idea of, and I think I'd always been primarily physical games. Like I've always liked physical games better. Also, there were a couple of sales that I took advantage of. Like, I got Wind Waker, I think, for $20 on the Wii U. There were a couple of birthday deals. Like, I got, like, 30% off of the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga thing or whatever. That all is to say, primarily I'm physical as far as video game collecting is concerned. I absolutely treasure being able to have it, have your games on physical formats to, one, just have on your shelf and look nice as part of your collection. I love looking at my collection of video games and just thinking about all the memories that I've had, playing them, enjoying them, sharing them. Lots of fun stuff with like looking at them on the shelf, just being sentimental over it, just being sentimental over it, having good memories with them. I don't get that as much with digital games. Sometimes I even forget that I even have the game on the console, you know? But, and I know that I just described a little bit ago that physical games have been losing some sort of functionality and some sort of practicality in today's day and age with the increasing sizes of files on these games. But, you know, something that the other game companies don't do right now is, that Nintendo does, is that when you have the game fully on the cartridge, you don't have to install it to your system, and it saves internal storage. I mentioned a little while ago that my Switch OLED only has a 128 gigabyte SD card in it, and I have something like 60 games on that Switch, but because so many of them are physical, it saves a lot of storage space, and that 128 gigabyte SD card really does the trick. Even now. And then there's the ease of sharing games. Even with the game key cards and the game disc cards or whatever they're called, or whatever people are calling them, you can share those with your friends and your family pretty easily. But digital, it's either a hassle or impossible. But yeah, I guess that all is to say, this was inevitable, I think. Going fully digital, I think all of us were expecting it to happen at some point. But we all knew that, and I think most of us dreaded that transition. knowing full well what the downsides are, knowing full well that the companies have much more control over availability, over pricing, and over ownership. Truly, in a digital day and age, you will not own anything. And the companies hope that you will be happy owning nothing. The game companies don't see these as art, something to be preserved, something to be perpetually enjoyed. They see it as content to be sold. And that's sad. That's sad. I mean, like, these, I think, have a reason to perpetually exist in some form or fashion. And the companies are making it harder and harder to make that happen. Wow, that's really bleak. Good Vibes Gaming put out a video recently. It was John being the host of that particular video, said that when the full switch to digital happens, he's going to support physical games as long as they exist. But when they don't, he says he's done. He says he's done buying new games, covering new games, playing new games, and he will likely just focus on older titles. Titles that he can have physically. Titles that he already owns. He says that he's got enough games to last him a lifetime. And I will admit that I very much resonate with that point of view. Again, I had a period where I did buy some games digitally, but it wasn't my primary way of buying games that had a physical copy available. And when the Switch came out, I mean, I own over 40 physical Switch games. I love collecting these things. I love having that sense of ownership, that sense of you can't take this from me, that sense of when the stores, when the digital stores, eShops, the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, when those things go down, and I am no longer able to download the games that I previously purchased, at least I will still have these. These are not dependent on a server for anything other than update data or DLC. At least when the servers go down. And at least when the servers go down. And when I can't even download the games I've purchased before, at least I can still play Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, even without an internet connection, even without some sort of call to the server, even though none of that is available anymore. I still have it. I can still play it. Even though it may not be the most optimized version that it could possibly be, I can still play the game. Similar to how with my Super Nintendo, my childhood copy of Super Mario World, it is older than I am, but I can still pop that thing in the console and play it. I own that game, or that copy of that game. Nintendo is not going to take it away from me. It's not dependent on a digital store. And we're losing that ability. It really does bring to mind the temporal nature of these things and exacerbates it in a way that is frankly quite depressing. And like John on Good Vibes Gaming, I think that when digital games are the only way to buy games, I'm at least going to have much less of an interest in partaking. I don't know if I'll be able to fully cut off new games. I don't know if I want to do that to my kids. I know that JJ is going to want to play like the newest Mario game or the newest Pokemon game when that comes out, or the newest Mario Kart, the newest Smash Bros. And by the time he gets to the age where, you know, like the digital age is truly upon us, I don't think he's going to care as much. He likes physical games. He wants to get a copy of Mario Kart World on physical cartridge just because he recognizes, at even such a young age, some of the limitations of digital. But I don't think it's going to be as much of a hurdle for him, and I don't know if I want to be selfish enough to the point where I deprive my son of, or all of my kids, of those gaming experiences just because I can't buy a cartridge. but I will for sure have less interest in doing so. It's the end of an era, guys. Physical games have been creeping towards that maw of death for quite some time now, and Sony just put their lead foot on the gas pedal and is taking us there in a hurry. And again, make no mistake, the rest of the industry will follow. Even Nintendo, who is often behind on these things by quite a few generations, there will be a time where Nintendo no longer supports physical games. It's just inevitable. Doesn't make it suck any less, though. And one final thought. I know this is cliche to say, but you know what? It's true. And I don't want to encourage criminal behavior, but screw it. If buying is not owning, then piracy is not stealing. I'm not outright telling you to go pirate these games. And my stance has for a long time been, if the game is available on a store shelf at retail for you to buy, I don't support pirating it. But when none of them are anymore, I don't know that I'm necessarily opposed. So take with that and do with it what you will. All right. Yeah, that's that. I should probably get to some comments, yeah? Every fiddly, yar har fiddly dee. A pirate's life for me. Never pirate indie games. Other than that, go ahead, says D1 Chud. Read all my stuff. Read all your stuff. Oh boy, where did we even begin? Alright, here we go. I'll try to catch up on these comments as best as I can. Jeff, thanks for giving me a way to find... Oh, I already did that. I already read that. I'm sorry. The market has made its decision. UI production must go up. I already read these. I'm sorry. Solar Flare says, I'm going to buy a PC with the chip, GPU, and RAM I want. 32 gigs of DDR5. I'm going to start PC gaming, but it's mostly for Geometry Dash. Better tech vastly improves your gameplay. Gotcha. That makes sense. LP says, remember when Sony made that video showing how to give a game to someone? What changed? Yeah. What changed is they became even more the dominant force and therefore does not care what their competition does. They're like, their competition, that little ant that's beneath my shoe currently? Why are you watching them? Blues Cat says, I mostly have digital games, but it's weird Sony is discontinuing physical games. At least discs won't get damaged or rot. Yeah, well... Just a reminder, Sony can yank that out of your library at any time for any reason. With digital, you truly do own nothing. LP says, I'm sad companies just slowly became more and more used to screwing over their customers by progressively setting worse and worse precedents. Ultimately just chasing that dollar and trampling whoever they have to get that dollar. What if Nintendo and Xbox try to get ahead of Sony by keeping physical games? Does it cost to produce or something? Oh, heck yeah, dude. Man, my Switch 2 games are buried all the way at the bottom of the stack. I should start putting the stack away now. Oh, but, yeah. So many games. I have too many games. Although maybe not. Considering that physical games are soon to be a rare commodity. Anyway. A physical game cartridge for the Nintendo Switch 2 costs the developer of the game and publisher of the game $15 just to have it physically on a cartridge. That's $15 of profit lost on a game sale. Meanwhile, a Blu-ray disc with a capacity of 100 gigabytes or so, costs the developer and producer of the game, or publisher of the game, $1 per disc. So there is definitely a cost to putting things on cartridges and discs, but it's much higher on cartridge. What is the Xbox Helix? Xbox Helix is the code name for Xbox's next hardware generation. If the pattern follows suit, Nintendo will likely do the same in 2 to 3 years. I don't know if it'll be that soon, but I do think it will happen. Sounds like a great time to start PC gaming. Yeah, PC gaming has been digital for a long time, but that also carries the problem of you truly own nothing. It's a revocable license that the company can take away from you at any time. Valve just has a lot of consumers' goodwill and trust, but that can change. Again, a digital copy of a game is just a license to play the game, and they can revoke that at any time for any reason. I'm mostly PC nowadays, so I'm one of the head starters, says Blues Cat. I mean, LP says, I think the problem is not exactly physical games themselves, except for game collectors. It's also just DRM, always online, and just preservation issues. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing regardless of physical or digital, so that's the reason I didn't really bring that up. That argument holds true for either physical or digital. Oh, always online games, says Blues Cat. Ubisoft's The Crew is the worst offender because that game needs internet connection to even play. I hate that. Again, being a Nintendo guy, I'm pretty shielded from a lot of that AAA gunk, but I'm aware of it. DV says, I think a part of it is really just wanting to control the used market. That too. I mean, again, Sony is taking control and giving you only 2 options. Buy it digitally on their marketplace, or buy a download code in a box at retail. And how long before they take that option away? Solar Flare says, good to see you, Jeff. I'm not going to keep myself up to hear a tech talk. Good luck on your life, and watch my short as soon as you get off. I'll DM it to you. Favorite cheese besides Parm? Probably cheddar. I really do like cheddar. I'll stay until you read it, don't worry. Thanks. You just don't own the games anymore, says LP. Yep. TYF Extras video. I absolutely should, though not before I put out a more positive one. I feel like so many of my TYF Extra videos are negative. I just enjoy enjoy listening to these rants, and I think they make great clips, but they are mostly negative. I need to start putting out some more positive ones. Mario Kart Tour is coming to an end in September, meaning the servers will go moot. Yeah, yep, another case where, you know, yeah, you own nothing. As soon as the servers shut off, it's pointless, it's useless, there's nothing about it of worth. Even if you spent significant money on the game, it all just goes into the void. At least you have the memories of playing the game, question mark? Even then. I guess I'm staying up, but it's fine. This is a good speech. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Monopolies! If you get banned off your console, there goes your library, says DV. Yeah. Again, you know, digital license, it can be revoked at any time. I hate when things like this happen and people blame it on the economic system. Like, sure, it's not great, but I don't think I want government regulating gaming. Or government regulated gaming. Yeah, no, this isn't a government regulation thing. This is Sony deciding that they want more control over your gaming purchasing habits and what you actually own and what you don't. LP says, you lose ownership of the game. You can't transfer your game out of your account. You can't resell it. You can't play it without an internet connection. And yeah, in the future, these consoles will just be worthless. Physical media is why we can still play retro games. Agreed. Blues Cat says, I refuse to reset my data on my copy of Yoshi's Story. I agree, Jeff. Heck yeah, dude. Solar Flare says, eventually the Google Stadia will come back and sadly work. Why hasn't gaming moved to cloud yet? No data centers? I don't want it, but it seems like the realistic next step. Oh, I agree. I've heard the take of, from beat 'em ups, or I guess his Nintendo podcast. that Google Stadia was ahead of their time, and were they released in today's day and age, it probably would be a success, honestly. Or at least less questionable. Well, not less questionable, but less questioned. People would question it less. DV says, with how huge a lot of games are, I can't imagine a full digital library consisting of more than 3 to 4 games max on future consoles. Oh, I agree. I mean, that's the case now. I mean, Call of Duty is upwards of 200 gigabytes at this point with all their updates and whatnot. And like the largest console storage size you can get now is 1 terabyte. That on the Xbox Series X. They discontinued their 2 terabyte model. It's a real shame. It's a bad mindset, honestly, not embracing the future despite it being bad, but I still think it's good to absorb new games, says Solar Flare. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I struggle with that mindset. Like, I don't know if I fully can adopt it or not, but honestly, I feel like I'm just losing something special when it comes to, like, having physical games. And it might not help that I'm a millennial. I grew up with the Super Nintendo and the N64, back when digital wasn't even an option. Maybe it's just my mindset of, well, you know what? No, it's not only my mindset of, like, looking at my shelf and seeing the games and, like, having the memories. It's the ownership, and it's the permanence. Digital games just don't have that, and if that's the way this industry is going, I'm certainly not going to enjoy it as much, and maybe I won't want to support it. I don't know. Hearing GVG swear so much in the beginning of that one video discussing this topic threw me off hard. That's how bad it's gotten to them. Yeah, yeah. When like the happy cheery music starts, it's like do 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 do, and then John's just like drops the F-bomb. And then Derek too. Oh, you know something's off when they're just dropping the F-bomb. But it's downloaded to your system, right? I won't lose my old Wii U downloaded games because it's on my system, right? Correct. If you are able to keep your storage going well and, you know, your Wii U console alive, yes, you will still have your downloaded games. Unless Nintendo decides to revoke your license to them, which they haven't. Sony has set the precedence that they can and they will. Nintendo, I don't think, has. At least not that I know of. It's possible, though. But yeah, as long as you have the games downloaded to your system, yeah, they are there to stay. But if you have an external hard drive or an SD card or whatever to store those games on, those things can fail. It's just not as sure of a bet as having it physically. Remember, EA listened to a boycott. Let's vote with our wallets. And if it fails, so be it. Games are games, and I'm gonna play them. Says Solar Flare. That's fair. I will say at this point, I am very much convinced that I have bought my last PlayStation console, though. This is not a move I want to support. And I was already pretty convinced that I wasn't going to buy a PlayStation 6 because it is unlikely to be under $1,000 for the base model of the thing. Mark my words, they're not going to sell it for less than their current PlayStation 5 Pro console. If it's more powerful, it makes no sense to sell it for less. So we're looking at like a baseline of $900, more likely $1,000. Especially by the time that time comes and RAM probably has doubled again. It is not likely to be less than $1,000. So I was already pretty sure I wasn't buying a PlayStation 6 just for that. But with this move to digital-only games, I'll admit, like, there are certainly Sony properties that I care about. Uncharted, Crash Bandicoot, the Horizon Zero Dawn, the Horizon games, Ghost of Tsushima, or the Ghost games, I guess. The Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei. I do value those. Oh, Ratchet and Clank, Astrobot. I do value those. But not enough that I'm willing to go do a digital-only console just for those. especially if they release those games on PC, which the vast majority of those they have. Now begins the mass era of piracy. Indeed. Sail the seas, never pirate indie games. I agree with that. I mean, even the pirating Reddit thread, even the pirating subreddit or whatever, said not to pirate Hollow Knight Silksong, and they decided to support that with their wallets. So, if that says nothing else, like, indie games are still the way to go, even though most of them don't get physical releases. I will say I did pre-order the physical releases of Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong on Nintendo Switch 2. Those are coming in October, and I can't wait to get my copies. Yo, don't give it up, Jeff. I don't know. I just might, but for the sake of my kids, I might not. I don't know, man. Haven't made a decision on that just yet, but I am leaning towards John from GVG's mindset, honestly. I will do my best to take care of my physical games. Oh, I get it. It's diabolical of Sony to just take their game whenever they want. It is. Chris says, here's what this person said on Discord. That doesn't give you the go-ahead to break the law. This way of thinking is so entitled. What person on Discord? That doesn't give you the go-ahead to break the law. This way of thinking is so entitled. I don't know. I think that Sony being so anti-consumer at this point is justification enough to... Oh... I don't know. It technically is breaking the law, but I do resonate with the mindset of if owning or if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Especially in the case where Sony literally revoked access to 500 movies and didn't recompense their customers a single dime. I mean, if that's not justification for piracy, I don't know what is. If it's that much lost profit, I get it, but I'm not happy about it myself. But I can see where they come from, or maybe do disc gaming, says Solar Flare. Yeah, I like the cartridge format myself, and I think with the portable nature of the Nintendo consoles, it would not make sense to go to discs. They'd have to do something like the PlayStation Portable, the PSP, in other words, where you have like a special format of disc, the UMD discs that had some sort of special plastic enclosure that was necessary for the operation of the thing, and they were extremely fragile. Remember, discs have a hard time reading in the optical drive when that optical drive is being moved around, as in a portable system like the Nintendo Switch. That's why they have cartridges. Even the PS Vita went with some proprietary cartridge medium. And there's a reason for that. They just don't operate well when being moved around. If any of you guys are old enough to have used a portable CD player, and you were walking around with the CD player as it was playing, and it would just skip sometimes, it's just because the laser optical sensor is having a hard time reading it because you're jostling it around. Discs are not really the way to go for a portable system, and I do think that's why Nintendo has gone to cartridges primarily. Chris says, stop trying to justify it with such BS. Either pirate or don't. But don't sit there on your milk crate morally grandstanding on some straight BS. It's just as bad as saying you're doing it for preservation. Lol, crap is annoying. Herder, if buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. Is that what someone in the Discord said? Man, I don't know if they should be so quick to dismiss the idea. I mean, this is straight up anti-consumer, and I'm starting to side with the pirates at this point. Honestly, game key cards are not only a waste of plastic, but money in that regard, since you need to download the game with it. Oh, the game key cards are much, much cheaper to produce because they have essentially no storage on them. It's just a code to tell your Switch that you are entitled to a digital game. They are much, much cheaper than a full 64 gigabyte cartridge from Nintendo. You never answered favorite cheese besides Parm. I did. I said cheddar. LP says, you know, as someone with 18 terabytes of read-only memory archives of everything that only plays things offline and basically uses no online services, this all really sucks. Yeah, agreed. Surprised Mario Kart Tour is getting shut down now. Has it been losing that much of its player base? I mean, it's been around for like 10 years at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if like it's not super popular. Well, I'm guessing their player base has not been around as much as they were 10 years ago. Blues Cat says, yeah, Sony really needs to think this over. I mean, with the massive backlash they're getting, maybe they should. Nintendo should realistically not revoke anything. They shouldn't, but they can. Sony already pulled this years ago when the PS5 was young by removing the disc drive with its digital version of the console. That was a step in the digital-only direction for sure. There's still a chance that there's a console out there that doesn't follow Sony's precedent, which strategically could be a power move to screw Sony. I could see Nintendo going rogue and staying digital just to screw Sony. You mean physical? LP says, but here's the difference between most AAA games and indie games. Despite indie games rarely getting physical releases, they also very rarely come with DRM. Very true, yes. But even those can be revoked. That's up to the platform holder, not the indie studio. Giving it up is honestly kind of stupid. It's not like buying a car because you love your bike. Sure, it sucks there's no more physical games, but it's not childish to never buy a new game. Because you wish it was physical? Nintendo should move away from the hybrid and go back to 2 consoles. I don't think they should. I think that this approach is really working for them. And honestly, like, I think it's the way to go. Just because it can't play discs, I don't think is a reason they should go back to 2 consoles. I don't think that they should at all. And I don't think it's stupid to give up gaming because of the move to digital, especially if you're the older generation. I'm not saying that it's dumb that you wouldn't give it up. I'm not saying that the digital is a reason you should give it up. But I am saying that it is a reason that I might. You can't tell me that's stupid. Maybe in your mind it is, but it's not to me. And it really is a preference thing for physical versus digital. My preference is much stronger, I think, because of my age, primarily. But I also see this as a very anti-consumer move, and I don't know if I want to participate in a market that supports that. So, no, I don't think it's stupid at all. No, it's from another server that I'm also on. I'm talking about piracy, by the way, says Chris. Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen that in the Discord then, because I'm not in that server probably. 7 years, but close enough. Gotcha. Okay. I was about to say how crazy the 10 years guess was, but it's not far off. I'm just getting old. Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't care enough about Mario Kart Tour that I kept up on it. Yeah, I meant physical. I figured. They've been deleting community notes on their posts regarding this announcement a lot, so it seems like they're doubling down on it. Yeah, there's no question. Well, okay, there may be some question, but I don't think Sony's going to backtrack on this. I said, is it not childish? Not, it's childish. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it not childish to give it up because of physical versus digital? I don't think it is. Like, maybe it doesn't matter enough to you, but I don't think it's childish for it to matter to some people. No. LP says, I have self-hosted chats for critical stuff if Discord dies. I host my code on my own servers. I don't use a Google account on my phone or cloud. Self-host my mail, and I have the ROM archive in case I am somewhere and I need knowledge without internet access, which happened a few times. So I have a massive offline archive. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, definitely good to self-host if you can. To me, that's like magic. I don't know how that works. JP says, would it be possible for fans to take a digital game and make it a physical cartridge? I'm thinking of examples where that has happened. The Dreamcast famously was very easy to take a digital copy of a game or a ripped copy of a game and just put it on another disc and play it on your console. It was famously very easy to pirate those games just because you could put it on a CD and play it on your Dreamcast. And I think other companies like, what's the name of it? There are companies that, hang on. Do I have any of them? I am 8-bit. No, that's not it. There are companies out there that will buy, like Nintendo Switch cartridges and put indie games that never received a physical release, putting them on physical and selling it. Usually at an upcharge, but that's understandable. Limited Run, that's the one I'm thinking of. Limited Run. So there is precedent for it, but if the company is not producing cartridges for you to buy, and Sony isn't selling Blu-rays anymore, I mean, what are you gonna print it on? What are you gonna put it on? Agree to disagree, says Solar Flare. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You are welcome to your opinion. LP says, I might be paranoid, but honestly, this feels like it's getting more and more justified. Yeah, I also agree. Chris says, and then after that message, someone jokingly said, don't hear them, guys. They also think that if you're disabled, you should be dead. Oh, jeez. That might be going a little far. You've almost caught up. I have been trying. I think it's a bad thing for, but not an end-all be-all. Yeah, it really depends on where you individually draw the line. I don't think it's a matter of being childish. I don't think it's a matter of being unreasonable. I think that this is very much a case of how much are you willing to be to put up with? How much anti-consumer behavior are you willing to put up with? What kind of ownership do you want to have? What is it that you value in having a video game collection? Where do you draw that line? That line is going to be different for everyone. So, yeah, for me, this may very well be that line. Your line may be somewhere else, but it's not, I don't think it's unreasonable or childish for me to have my line where it is. Think about it. We put the games on SD cards. SD cards are notably very volatile. Notably very unreliable. They are one of the least reliable formats of storage that you can buy. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with putting an entire collection of video games on SD cards. I've had plenty of SD cards just go corrupt on me. I still haven't fixed the issues with my Wii U's Nintendo GameCube stuff since my SD card got corrupted, and I regrettably did not have a backup. So, yeah, no, I'm not really comfortable with the idea of having a full digital library on SD cards. I hope console modders wake up, honestly, lol, says LP. Yes. I don't want to seem like I'm a shill who's sucking capitalism and Nintendo's something or other, but I'm gonna keep supporting the industry, and it's totally okay if you're not with me there. Chris, how did we go from gaming to eugenics, lol? Yeah, that's quite the step. No, it's fine. You just have a line somewhere else, and I'm not gonna fault you for that. Not me who said it, lol. It was someone else on Discord. The PS Vita community server specifically. Ah, okay. I didn't think it would be you. That didn't sound like something you would say. But, man, on a PS Vita Discord, that doesn't really surprise me. Again, I don't think I'm ever going to buy a non-Nintendo console now that I'm switching to PC, says Solar Flare. That does sound like it's the move. Have a Nintendo Switch or Nintendo console, whatever it is, and then have a PC, because most of the games are available there anyway. LP says, I should probably back up my SD cards. Yeah, you should. Always have a good, active, recent backup of your SD cards. I learned that the hard way. Sticks of RAM with 100 games each. We plug it into our Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, Google Plus, Stadia Deluxe computer. There you go. And at that point, how much are each of those sticks of RAM going to store? 2 games. Oh. But yeah, there you go. I'm caught up, and because now that I'm caught up, I think it's time to wrap up the stream. Oh, here we go, another one. Yeah. I mean, this might be a stretch, but the end goal feels like it's just connecting to a server and never owning your own PC. Yeah, cloud computing. $12 billion per game. How could you defer my message from someone else? It doesn't sound like something you'd say. No, like hearing the messages that, or reading the messages that you've posted in not only my live streams here, but my Discord. Yeah. So, no. I trust that you wouldn't say something eugenics-wise like that. Third favorite cheese? My guy. Oh, I don't know, man. Parmesan and cheddar are like my primary ones. I guess mozzarella is pretty up there because it's my primary topping for pizzas. But you can also put that on pastas, and it's a delightful time. And on a light note, my son is now, or my youngest son, Nathaniel, is now old enough to the point where we are no longer purchasing formula. And because of that, I am now able to buy steak again. We had steak for dinner this last week, and it was phenomenal. I got a ribeye from Aldi. Probably not the best ribeye or anything, but it did have plenty of marbling. It had plenty of, like, big chunky fat on the outside that I could cut off, make my own beef tallow. I fried some potatoes in there. I cooked that steak perfectly. I got a nice crust on there. Oh, jeez. Basted it. I basted it with some nice garlic and thyme butter. And when I cut into it, perfect medium rare. Oh, absolutely delicious. So there you go. I can now buy steak and enjoy that again. Mozzarella on pasta? That seems unheard of to me. It's always parm on pasta for JP. Honestly, lacking parm, I don't mind mozzarella. I've had it on, like, tomato sauce penes. And, man, so happy about that. Stop, you're making me hungry. Mozzarella is my top 10 cheese, says Chris. There you go. This is torture. I'm sorry, LP. Watch out for the Lone Star tick. It's a tick that can infect you with an allergy to red meat and dairy. Bill Gates is sending it out so we eat his lab-grown meat so the government controls our diet. Worst part, I'm only half joking. Jeez, man. That sucks. I thought we were supposed to be ending on a light note here. I was talking about how I made a delicious steak, and here you are talking about a Lone Star tick that can make me allergic to red meat. Don't do that to me. One day I'll ask your 4th and 5th favorite cheeses. Eventually we'll have a top 10. I don't know if I have eaten 10 different kinds of cheese. I'd have to actually really think about that one. Well, anyway, guys, aside from the last existential, dreadful discussion on digital versus physical games and where the overall gaming industry is going as a whole, the rest of the stream has been very pleasant, and I am very happy to have had you guys along for the ride. So thank you very much for tuning in. We do have quite a bit of game left to do. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just finishing up, tying up the loose ends, and, you know, 100% completing the game. We finished all the chapters now, and now it's just time to 100% complete the game. So we've got at least a couple more streams of this to look forward to, and I look forward to playing more of the game for you guys. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I go live or post a video. Feel free to join the Discord if that suits your fancy. That's where you can get a hold of me. I love chatting with the fans there, and lots of stuff to do there. I try to keep you posted on my stream schedule and any updates on videos, of which there are a few right now. But yeah, that's where I'll update you. You can recommend music for the intro and outro of the stream. You can recommend games for me to play, although I've got a pretty good list. You know, if you offer a really good suggestion or something that I'm really interested in, I could absolutely add that to the to play soon list. Recently, someone in my Discord recommended the Klonoa Reverie collection for me, and I do own that game, but I haven't played it yet. And I went ahead and put that very high on my priority list for games to stream next. So it's going to be Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, then Mina the Hollower, because I've been excited about that game for a while. I want to play it. And then Klonoa. So, yeah, absolutely recommend games for me to play there. I may surprise you by streaming what you want me to play next. Speaking of next streams, the next stream should be next Friday, starting around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, give or take a half hour or so. We will continue our voyage in 100% completing this game. So, thanks again for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a good week, and I hope to see you next time. See you guys.